Many lessons learned in Week 1. And now Chi High returns to Chippewa looking to defend DeRay in the home opener against the Old Abe's of Eau Claire Memorial. Chi High football on WOGO Sports. It'll be one of the oldest rivalries in the state of Wisconsin, the fifth oldest rivalry in the state of Wisconsin. Allen Dunham, Chi High, and Eau Claire Memorial. The Old Abe's lead the all-time series 69-42 with 5 ties.
That was a nice little trap that was just about a half a block away from being a much bigger game.
Gavin Schiltz, Tyler Banke, the wingbacks. Zenner, the fullback. 3rd and 6 from just outside the 40-yard line of the Old Abe's. Still no score. Crisscross, Gavin Schiltz, look out! 30, 25, 20. Goodbye, Gavin Schiltz. 40 yards to the house. 6-0 Chippewa ball.
Well, all the action went to the right side. A little pitch out to Gavin Schiltz on the left side, and there was no one there on the defense.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for Chi High. Schiltz back to pass for the first time. Talon Schiltz looking for Gavin Schiltz. Over the shoulder catch. 45-40. It's a foot race down the sideline. Drag down inside the 20-yard line. Talon Schiltz to Gavin Schiltz. And Chi High in the red zone once again.
That was a dime. Brother to brother.
Flip left side to Schiltz. Schiltz runs into a wall, diving into the end zone. Touchdown. Gavin Schiltz showing the speed and the power on this drive. It is 12-6, Chippewa Falls. As Chi High will receive the second half kickoff. Fielded by Jalen Smith of the 10-yard line, straight ahead between the hashes. Smith picking his way outside, and Smith now in a foot race. 35-40, down the sideline. Look out. Goodbye. So long. See ya. Jalen Smith, 90-yard kickoff return to open the second half with a bang. Clary's still out there in that Wildcat formation. They'll feed him again left side. Clary lowers the shoulder, pushing toward the end zone, into the end zone. Touchdown from 4 yards out. Colin Clary makes it 26-6 Chippewa Falls.
Great job, 2 plays in a row, this time going off the left side, finding his way, putting his nose down and just driving those legs until he got across the goal line.
Huge 4th down, full house backfield for Holmberg. The ball is loose. It's pyramiding out to the 5-yard line. Chi High falls on Memorial and a turnover on downs. A goal line stand for the Cards. If you don't get the call, sometimes the football gods give you a gift.
Look at a roster. It's Blake Schwartz. And if you watch him on the last 4 plays, he is absolutely owning his guy and doing a great job coming in as a backup.
Well done, Blake Schwartz. Going to be ready when your name and number's called. Next man up.
1st and 15. Smith goes for 15. 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 5. On the near hash, double wing, double tight for Schiltz and company. Throw to Banke. Banke cuts it back inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Chippewa Falls. As we hit triple zeros here at DeRay. Final non-conference game of 2025 and your final score. Your Chippewa Falls Cardinals 33, the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's 6. After a win and a loss in the first 2 weeks of the season, the real battle begins. As the Big Rivers Conference slate starts with the Cards facing the defending champs on the road, the Tigers of New Richmond. It's time for Chi High football on WOGO Sports.
WOGO, your sports station.
Chi High football is on the air. WOGO's coverage of the Cardinals is brought to you by the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Royal Credit Union, Wynn Family Dentistry, Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, Nicolay Bank, Ashley Construction, Weersgala Plumbing and Heating, Stelter Incorporated, Kelm Law Firm, Wisconsin Surplus Online Auctions, Choice and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Kurth Heating and Cooling, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Brenizer Realtors, Mauer Sperry Insurance, Quality Propane, Metropolis Resort and Action City, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Northwestern Bank, and Check Law Firm. Now with the Culver's Kickoff Show, here's your WOGO sports team, Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, and Allen Dunham.
WOGO, your sports station.
Well, good evening and welcome to windswept New Richmond, Wisconsin, home of the Tigers and site of the Big Rivers Conference opener for your Chippewa Falls Cardinals. They are 1-1 on the season, facing the unbeaten defending conference champions, New Richmond, here away from home, about an hour and 15 minutes from Chippewa Falls. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham with you, Sam Aberley on the WOGO Sports Live video stream. We are on the radio at 103.1 FM, AM 680 and WOGO.com, but live video streaming WOGO Sports on YouTube. If you're not able to make the trip here tonight, you can watch live. And Dave Check, as we look at this matchup, this has been a tough one for Chi High in recent years. 2023 lost 39-7 at DeRay Field. 2022 they won 21-7, but last year lost 32-7. It's been a bit of a struggle getting past Coach Larson's Tigers the last couple seasons.
Yeah, they have been tough the last couple seasons, and that's not going to change tonight. There's no question that this New Richmond team is a very talented team. Look for this team to want to compete for the top, if not the top spot of the Big Rivers Conference. Chi High is going to have to do a lot of things right if they want to compete with this team tonight. They can do it, and we'll talk about the keys of the game and maybe how they do it. But either way, it's a beautiful night for football, and just glad to be here as a fan.
The wind may die down by game time, but we certainly were having gusts of wind. Alan was calling for the WOGO Sports live video stream hair and makeup crew, as well as he said his hair was not going to be quite on point the way the wind was blowing earlier. But the more apropos question is, how will the wind affect offensively what these teams do? Chi High has not passed the ball a lot yet. New Richmond might be a little bit more balanced, but they're certainly leaning toward the run. So you wouldn't think a windy night would affect either team too much, but maybe New Richmond a little bit more than Chi High.
I think it all depends. It may affect if a team gets down and they have to try to come back. I think New Richmond's probably in a better position to come back if they have to use their passing attack. If Chi High's going to win it, they're going to win it on the ground, and they're going to win it by keeping this game close the entire time. So you're probably right. It's not going to affect them a whole lot. It's not going to affect me. I mean, you talk about it affecting anybody's hair up here. We're not used to being on the video. We're used to having audio alone, but I don't think it's going to affect my hair a whole bunch. And it didn't affect Dave Hutzler's hair last week either.
Well, we appreciate our host here at New Richmond. Beautiful facility, and thank you to Athletic Director Jason Wolf for being so welcoming to us and setting us up here in the booth. It would be warm, but we pulled the windows out so we can experience it just like the fans. Bringing it back to you, the fans in Chippewa Falls. Glad to be with you here on WOGO Sports. We'll take a 2.5-minute timeout. We'll be back with our interviews with both head coaches, starting with Reggie Larson of New Richmond, and then our own Hall of Famer head coach Chuck Rakovich of the Cards. That's all ahead in 2.5 minutes. This is Chi High football on the road at New Richmond on WOGO Sports.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on in your appliances and furnace running, even during power outages. Don't miss Customer Appreciation Day, September 18th from 3 to 6. Free food, prizes, and sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the winter ahead. Customer Appreciation Day, Thursday, September 18th from 3 to 6 at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls.
You've got big financial goals, so you need the right banking team and a strategic game plan to get you there. That's where Nicolet Bank comes in, the team with a winning record of helping individuals and business owners like you achieve financial success. Whether you're aiming to score your dream home or put up points for your business, we're here to help you win. Get started at NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations. Nicolet Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Post Glass and Mirror, quality comes first. Maybe you need a beautiful storefront window or a show-stopping custom shower door. Post Glass and Mirror can custom cut glass and mirrors and offers quick replacement of fogged or broken windows. And if your windshield takes a hit, they offer free mobile service and can recalibrate the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for all makes and models. Post Glass and Mirror is also hiring auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. For commercial, home, and auto glass, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
Welcome back to Chi High Football on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube and Facebook in beautiful New Richmond, Wisconsin, home of the 2-0 New Richmond Tigers. Chi High Big Rivers Conference opener tonight against New Richmond, here with head coach Reggie Larson. And coach, 48.5 points the first 2 weeks. Have to be fairly happy with the offensive execution.
Yeah, I mean, we got some guys that can run around. We're really good up front. We're athletic. We got a really nice quarterback that runs the offense well, runs it good enough, and can throw it well, and a couple nice running backs in the backfield, and we've just executed really well. And I think it's a really big testament to the time our staff puts in, but also our kids understanding and executing the game plan. So very pleased with it, and hopefully it can continue tonight.
When you look at the other side of the ball, I mean, last year forced 6 turnovers against Chi High. You have a ferocious attacking defense, usually seems to be the MO.
Yeah, I mean, we're never going to be the biggest guys. I mean, if you're watching on the live stream, you'll see that we're probably giving up a couple inches and maybe 100 pounds at some spots. And, I mean, it's a tough challenge. We're going to try to use our speed. I hope we can hang in there. Chip was always just a really well-coached team. I mean, Coach Rakovich has been doing it longer than I've been alive, for crying out loud. And I know he's going to have those guys ready to go, and it's going to be a really good opening Big Rivers football game. We're excited.
And finally, Coach, what do you see from this Chi High team that they're doing well? Of course, took it on the chin against Stevens Point, but they've kind of been a little snake bit by their own making with turnovers. Maybe would have been a little closer in that game.
Yeah, and they're always well coached. And like I told our kids even on Monday night, I said that point score was a little bit not indicative of what that game actually was. That was a really good game going in the fourth quarter. They scored on a couple trick plays, Point did, to kind of make it look a little bit more lopsided, but that was a really good game. And, you know, it's just a really well-coached group. They have good, fast kids at wingback. They're tough and physical on defense, and they're huge up front. I mean, that's making a pretty good football team, and we got to be ready to go.
Coach, we appreciate your time very much. Best of luck tonight and the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Reggie Larson of New Richmond back with Coach Rakovich. This is WOGO Sports.
Citizens of Chippewa, the gauntlet has been thrown. River Country Co-op has Chi High and McDonald's Spirit gas pumps located on West River Street in Chippewa Falls. A percentage of every pump goes toward Chi High or McDonald athletic programs. Download the River Country Co-op app and save every day with rewards. Refuel after the game and get 2 for $13 Ovenworks pizza. Don't forget 5-cent Tuesdays or 3 cents every day at the pump. Blue or red, pick your pump. River Country Co-op.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique,
which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
It's a bird!
bird.
It's a plane.
It's a plumber.
Not all heroes wear capes. In fact, some of them show up in a work shirt from Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Because when you have an older home, maybe with tight crawl spaces or hard-to-reach pipes, plumbing problems can be a huge source of stress. And you need a company that's unafraid to get their hands dirty and get the job done. So call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Free estimates. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
To serve again with Gala Company.
Welcome back to Chi High Football on WOGO Sports, live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, radio broadcast as well. Big Rivers Conference opener for your Chippewa Falls Cardinals here on the road at New Richmond, here with head coach Chuck Rakovich. And Coach, 1-1 on the season so far. Just talking with Coach Larson, he mentioned as well, maybe that score in the first game against Stevens Point not indicative of how close you could have been if not for the turnovers. Last week we saw a score that seemed dominant, but again, turnovers kind of getting in your way a little bit to maybe what this team can be.
Well, we're still a young team. We're really a couple weeks away from getting a good foothold on this season, and that's what happens. We have young kids that didn't play a lot last year. As a matter of fact, didn't play at all on the varsity level last year.
What do you like so far from what you're seeing from this young group?
Well, they are getting better every day. We see a little bit of twinkle in their eye, a little bit better practice. They're growing up, and that's what I like to see.
You're facing last year's Big Rivers Conference champions, New Richmond. They've gotten the better of you the last couple of years. But again, you look at maybe some self-inflicted wounds last year, could have been a little bit closer, and a chance to do that tonight.
Well, they're a good football team, a good football program. Coach Larson does a great job. His dad was a good friend of mine, and he's carried on the Larson tradition. So they're a good football team. It's going to be a heck of a challenge for us, and I think our boys are ready.
Coach, BRC football starting up. It feels like football weather. We're looking forward to it. Alan, we'll talk to you afterward.
It is. Football weather too early.
Head coach Chuck Rakovich here, WOGO Sports, your home for Chi High football.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Choosing the right banking partner for your business is an important decision. Royal Credit Union supports your business needs now and into the future with flexible checking account options and digital tools to help streamline your business operations. Royal also helps take your business further with treasury management services, including ACH, sweeps, and positive pay. Choose Royal Credit Union for business checking. Get started at rcu.org/Royal Choice. Insured by NCUA.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Chi High football on WOGO Sports. Live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. WOGO on the radio as well. 103.1 FM, AM 680, and WOGO.com. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham, your WOGO Sports broadcast crew. Sam Aberly running the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. It's time for the Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Big Rivers Conference opener. The New Richmond Tigers 2-0. Our Chippewa Falls Cardinals 1-1. And Dave Check, what's a key or two tonight here for the Cards if they want to start off the Big Rivers slate 1-0?
So the key to the Cardinals tonight, you got to think that New Richmond on the average play is going to be a little bit better than Chi-High, so they don't have a chance to just go even up with this team on the big plays. They're going to have to win the turnover and big play battle, and big play is anything over 20 yards. So between turnovers and big plays, Chi-High is going to have to be at least plus 3 or 4 on that if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And last year, again, lost 32-7 to this New Richmond team back at home at DeRay. 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. You can't make mistakes like that. Again, turnovers have been a bit of a bugaboo for this team early on as well. Have to try to play a clean game here.
Yeah, and you see what happens with it in years past. We beat D.C. Everest, a really good team, but we did it by winning the turnover battle, winning the big play battle. And if you win the big play turnover battle, you can beat just about any team. It's hard to come back from that. They'd have to be a lot better than us to make up for 3 or 4 turnovers.
Your Toyson Ford Keys to the Game brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Kickoff coming up here on WOGO Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We're back in 3 minutes with the opening kick of the Big Rivers Conference scheduled Chi-High at New Richmond. Back after this on WOGO.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder, 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 bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
When it comes to indoor comfort, Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier factory authorized dealer, has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate. And Carrier energy efficient systems can help reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For peace of mind and complete comfort, turn to the experts, Kurth Heating and Cooling.
We see your determination to achieve big things. You're on the path to being one of the all-time greats. It's time to add the best of the best in banking to your crew. That's us. Whether you're securing a top home loan or taking the lead among your competition, Nicolet Bank is your dream team. Let's team up to reach your financial goals. Visit NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations. Nicolet Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Metropolis Resort is turning 20, and we're celebrating all summer long. Special park deals, hotel deals, weekly giveaways, and one epic grand prize you won't believe. We're giving away a car. Learn more about our 20-year celebration at metropolisresort.com and help us celebrate 20 years in the Chippewa Valley all summer long.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
It's game time on WOGO, Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, Chi-High 1-1, New Richmond 2-0. Your Chippewa Falls Cardinals on the road here to face the Tigers. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, and Alan Dunham, your WOGO sports broadcast crew. Sam Aberly running the live video stream. Check it out, share it with a friend. WOGO Sports on YouTube. New Richmond in their home burnt orange uniforms with the jet black pants, the black helmets, white numerals, and black piping. Chi-High resplendent in their traveling road white uniforms, tops and bottoms with the black numerals, matte black helmets with the CF insignia, black numerals, and the cardinal red trim on the pants and numerals as well. It'll be Noah King to kick off for Chi High. The run-up and the right-footed boot. The tee goes flying about 20 yards down the field as well. It's picked up far hash at the 12-yard line, 15-20 down the sideline, 35 close to the 40-yard line. And good starting field position for the Tigers of New Richmond as we get going. 7 seconds in.
Somewhat of a homecoming, I think, for the Schultz family. I believe their dad is from New Richmond as well as their grandpa.
Yeah, was able to meet their grandpa last week. Traveled up for the game. Mentioned when he's not able to get to a game in person, he enjoys the WOGO Sports Live video stream. 1st and 10, New Richmond. They'll start at the 40-yard line. Nick Stelright, their senior signal caller, 6'5". From the shotgun. Stelright takes a waist-high snap. Going to keep it himself. Off right guard. Piles into the line. Ahead for 3, maybe 4. Austin Whittick, 6', 187-pound junior running back, has been the dynamo so far for New Richmond. 48.5 points per game in the first 2 contests for New Richmond. And Whittick has been nothing short of phenomenal. 384 yards and 6 touchdowns over those 2 games.
Yeah, look for each team to maybe get 2 or 3 series a half the way this is going to go.
The give to Whittick. Whittick straight ahead across the 45-yard line. Carries a couple Cardinals with him up to the 48. It's going to be 3rd and short and our first big 3rd down of the game for either side. Though with Coach Larson, you would figure he's probably going to give himself 2 downs to get this if necessary. 3rd and a long 1 from just beyond the 38-yard line, their side of the 50 for the New Richmond Tigers. Twin receivers left. Stelright, the senior signal caller from the shotgun. Stelright 1 clap and calls for the ball on 2. Give to Whittick straight ahead. He's hit in the backfield and driven down for a loss.
That's an excellent play. That might make him think twice about going for it here on 4th down.
Brigham Garrett's in there. Owen Hediger. Alan, did you see anybody else?
Yeah, definitely Carson Parker from
Ryan
the D
Center.
tackle position leading the charge.
Still going to get 1 yard there. It's 4th and 1, and it looks like they had the punt team out. I think they're bringing the offense back out. I don't think that they realized that they made a full yard there.
10-15 left to play here in the first
This is
quarter.
a big play right here. This could count as a turnover if the Cards can stop them from getting a yard.
4th and 1 from now the 39-yard line. Stelright pistol look. Stelright gives to Whittick. Whittick off the right side, and he's going to get the first down crossing the 50. Falls forward for an extra couple yards. 1st and 10. Chi High side of the 50 plus territory for the first time tonight for New Richmond.
Cardinals had a chance there. That was a relatively deep handoff. Took a little time to develop. Still, this New Richmond team averages, I think you said, almost 10 yards a carry on the season.
Clock continues to roll.
Equipment timeout here for one of the players.
So paused at 9:32. They'll check the equipment and now we'll wind. Clock rolling. 4 wide. Twins left and right for Stelright. Sends a man in motion right to left. Stelright, the senior, now with a trips formation to his left. Waist-high snap, gives to Whittick. Whittick slanting off the left side, evades a couple Chi High tacklers, then roped down before he can reach the 45. Gavin Schiltz, probably the first hat to the ball. Short gain of a couple for Austin Whittick. 37 carries for Whittick over the first 2 games.
It's going to be really important in this game for the safeties and corners like Gavin did there to come in and help on run support.
4 receivers all to the left. 2nd and 8 from the near side. Give to Whittick. He follows those 4 receivers in a big block out in front. Whittick inside the 40 down to the 35. Rolls forward to the 33. Austin Whittick, the junior running back.
Just doubled their yardage right there with a 13-yard pickup.
4 wide, split evenly left and right. Whittick checking the armband, as is Nick Stelright, the quarterback. Pair of upperclassmen, junior and senior. in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the Chi-High 33. No score early going. First pass of the game. Flip out right side. Flare screen 30, 25. Barreled out of bounds close to the 20-yard line. Chi-High, Jalen Smith on the tackle. Carter Comro, 6'2", 203. Senior listed as a tight end. Comro on the season, just his 4th catch. He had 3 for 75 yards coming into the game and knocking on the door of the red zone. The New Richmond Tigers. It's been an efficient drive for New Richmond. 3 wide, twins left, single receiver right. Whittick on the left hip of Nick Stelright. 1st and 10 from the 21. Stelright pops pass over the middle to Whittick. Whittick breaks the tackle, 10-5, stretches to the end zone, touchdown. New Richmond, 21-yard strike. Whittick out of the backfield. Broke a tackle and scored for the 7th time this season. It is 6-0, New Richmond.
And just like that, they got a balanced attack. 2 passes, 33 yards.
And Alan, the wind does seem to have died down. Certainly wasn't a factor on the last couple passes.
No, Stelright has a good arm, and those are relatively short passes, and good run after the catch. Nice stiff arm on the linebacker, and he was into the end zone.
Kick through the uprights at 7-0 New Richmond. We're back with Chi-High's turn in 60 seconds on WOGO Sports.
I'm Jack Strand, and I've partnered with the Czech Law Office. As a quarterback for Bloomer and now at a Division II college, I have learned the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that Attorney Czech brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Community has been a big part of that process, and Attorney Czech served as president of both the YMCA board as well as the school board. The Czech law firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
Welcome back to Chi-High Football, WOGO Sports, WOGO Radio, WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. The officials, a little bit of a hurry to get that kickoff started. We apologize, came back a little bit late. Gavin Schiltz lassoed at the 25-yard line. I think the crowd maybe thought they might get a horse collar there, but clean tackle, and so Schiltz actually just shy of the 30.
Yeah, I think what they wanted was a body slam, which unfortunately is it's not illegal. He's just
looked rough.
It looked like a rag doll.
Talon Schiltz will take it himself straight up the middle. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2, and I'm not sure if that might have been an aborted snap there, Alan.
I don't think so. Looked like a designed run.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that he saw there. It did look a little bit weird, like maybe he saw something and decided to call it. Got 1 yard.
2nd and 9. After Schiltz takes the ball straight up the middle. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror quality shower doors, or a new windshield, call the glass leaders, White City Glass. We already had our Toyson Ford keys to the game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Appreciate all the great sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Jalen Smith, stutter steps left side into that left side up the New Richmond line, and not a lot going on there. Maybe a yard up to the 32. 3rd and long coming up for Chi-High. New Richmond has 24 tackles for loss coming into this game. Chi-High's defense with 10, which is respectable for sure in the first 2 games, but New Richmond, a ferocious attacking defense. They get after the ball. We hope you can take advantage of that aggressive nature at times. 3rd and a long 7. Just inside the 33. Chi-High 4 wide, trips to the left. Talon Schiltz from the gun. Shoulder high snap, flares it out left side. Good, solid tackle. Jalen Smith is spilled and pushed backward, trying to get their playmaker in space, but New Richmond up to the task. Punting time for Chippewa Falls. Well, keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. Open your account at rcu.org or any office insured by NCUA. Colin Clary, all-conference punter, sends this one up into the lights. Fielded at the 33-yard line, far hash. That's Wittick. Wittick up to the 39-yard line. Flag flies from our sideline here.
Interesting. I'm not sure what this ref could have possibly saw from over here. There was no action here.
Again,
He's
New
counting
Richmond
the players.
silent
They might have had 12 players on New Richmond.
Solid punt by Clary.
Either he's wrong in his count and they're just going to let it go on, or because that's what he was doing. He was counting the players.
The call came from the side judge, and there's the call. So 12 men on the field against New Richmond, and you would think that Chi-Hi with a dangerous return man like Wittick would just send them back from the end of the return.
Looks like that's what they're doing, just marching them off 5 yards. It'll be 5 yards from the end, I believe.
We'll look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO Sports social media channels. Follow WOGO Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls.
You know, that could have been a huge error for New Richmond if it would have been 4th and under 5 there. Would have given Chi-Hi a first down.
And again, just that solid tackle on Jalen Smith on 3rd and long. Otherwise, you figured Jalen gets at least half of that 3rd and 8. 6:06 to play here in the first quarter. Chi-Hi trailing 7-0. New Richmond will be marched back to their 31-yard line, it would appear.
Interesting. If that's a 10-yard penalty.
And now they're marching them back even further. Alan, I don't know if you have a little bit better insight on maybe they mark it off from where the punt was fielded. Would that be accurate? I thought it was from the end of the return.
If it's 15, then why wouldn't we have a first down and have that option? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Ball's going to be at the 24-yard line.
So 1st and 10, New Richmond from the 24. Stelright. Pistol look, claps, then gets a delayed snap, rolling out to his left. Stelright looking deep down the field, got a man wide open at the 50-yard line, caught on the run, 40, 35, 25, 20, spilled out of bounds by Owen Hediger. That was Braden Yeski, 5'10", 145, a senior speedster. And New Richmond, a lightning strike on 1st and 10 from the 24. Now they're in the red zone.
And that's a 56-yard strike. And it looks
other
like
than the laundry that's
back
on the field back at the 22-yard line. So what a play for New Richmond that's going to be taken back.
Oh, we're catching a huge break.
That right there almost counts as a big play negative for New Richmond. 56-yard completion. And they're going to instead have what looks like 1st and 20.
And I didn't see where that hold occurred, Alan. I'm not sure if you did, but maybe just on the rollout.
I was watching,
a legal receiver.
Yeah, I was watching the action downfield, and unfortunately we had a broken coverage there, letting a receiver get behind us again like week 1.
Looks like one of the big boys was down a little bit further than he should have been.
So a legal man downfield rather than a hold. My apologies.
Now that ball's going to go to the 19-yard line.
And 5:54 on the clock. 7-0, New Richmond. Now we have a whistle and a flag flying again.
Usually that's offense, and there it
is.
is.
False start against New Richmond. 1st and 15 becomes 1st and 20.
Now Chi-Hi has to take advantage of this, or it would just be demoralizing if they wind up getting a first down on 1st and 20.
And you're certainly hoping that New Richmond again gives you something here when they're backed up. They're a well-disciplined team. 1st and 20 from the 14-yard line now. Almost halfway through the first half. Give to Wittick, and Wittick, look out, he is off to the races. Wittick 40, 45, 30, 20, Wittick 15, 10, 5, stays on his feet to the end zone, 86 yards. Austin Wittick makes it 13-0 Chippewa Falls.
So no laundry to pick up this time to save the Cardinals as another huge play 86-yard touchdown for New Richmond, and I believe the word I used was demoralizing.
Especially after things were going your way with 3 straight penalties to start the drive, Alan, and that's a tough one. A gut punch for Chi-Hi very early they'll have to respond to.
Yeah, good blocking scheme by New Richmond and no linebackers to fill the hole. Good speed by that running back. He ran past everyone.
Kick is good. 14-0 New Richmond back in 1 minute on WOGO Sports.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Maurer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Maurer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Well, quite a start for the New Richmond Tigers, leading 14-0. The good news for Chi-Hi, still 5:37 remaining in the first quarter. So a lot of time for the Cards to climb back into this one. They've only run 3 offensive plays.
So they backed New Richmond up with a couple of penalties, 3 of them total if you count the punt, the penalty on the punt itself. And the net result is that New Richmond's now averaging 16 yards a carry after Chi-Hi did really good on the previous 6 runs.
New Richmond coming into the game averaging almost 11 yards per carry, so that isn't really a misnomer.
And now we got it.
Schiltz, look out. The give to Schiltz. Schiltz ahead of the pack inside the 45-yard line. Excuse me, Banky. Not Gavin Schiltz, but Tyler Banky, the junior, down to the 31. The New Richmond defense fooled that time as Talon Schiltz took a hard smack in the backfield, but Banky was sprinting the other direction.
I think that's 42 yards for Banky.
Watch the instant replay on my phone here on the WOGO Sports Live video stream. .5:18 and counting. Chi-Hi 1st and 10 from the 31, trailing 14-0. Give to Zenner up the middle. Zenner inside the 25-yard line, down to the 23.
You heard in the pregame, and now you can see it on the field, but we have a size advantage in the trenches, so there's no reason we can't be moving this defensive line backwards.
Under 5 minutes to play. Again, just in the first quarter, New Richmond jumping out 14-0. But the Cards knocking on the door of the red zone. 2nd and 3 from the 24-yard line. Our last Cardinal first down brought to you by Ashley Construction, your first choice for a custom home. Learn more at ashleyconstruction.co. That's ashleyconstruction.co. Double wing, double tight for Chi-Hi. Jalen Smith, left side, stutter steps into that left side of the line. Not going to find a lot of running room. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but no further.
Definitely a strength of this team is the offensive line up front. They are a very big Chi-Hi squad this year. Let's see if they can move the ball 3 yards in 2 plays here. You would think these big boys up front could do that.
3rd and 3 from the 24-yard line. Ball right between the hashes. Gunnar Herman, 6'6", 300, the junior at center. 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs, and a fullback. Jalen Smith in motion, wheeling and giving to Zenner. Zenner right side following his blocking, falling forward for maybe 2 yards. 4th and short, Chippewa Falls. Our second 4th down and 1.
We're going to give him 1 yard on that play as the ball's
call it closer to 4th and 2.
23-yard line.
Under 3.5 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Chi-Hi trailing 14-0. So 4th and 2 as Talon Schiltz gets the call from the sideline as the long run back to the near hash here at New Richmond.
Are we going to see the infamous crisscross here, or is this a time where we try to pop one?
Two wing backs, two tight ends, offset fullback. 4th and 2. Talon Schiltz wheels, gives right side into the line, pounding forward down to the 20-yard line. Tyler Banky moves the sticks on 4th and short for Chippewa Falls.
Run behind big Carson Parker right there. That was Banky. That was a similar play that they had the big gainer on to begin the drive.
Carson Parker at 6'5", 300, the senior. He and Noah King, again, standouts during the summer, both garnering Division II college offers. Chi-High right at the 20-yard line, near hash, 1st and 10 from the 20. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, trailing by 2 touchdowns on the march. Man in motion left to right. Give to Zenner. Zenner lowering the shoulders, going north-south inside the 15-yard line down to the 13.
They can get this type of consistent play out of their big boys up front, move the ball like that. That's what's going to give Chi-High a chance.
The technicians at your local employee-owned Kurth Heating and Cooling are the experts when it comes to keeping your home comfortable all throughout the year. Kurth Heating and Cooling. That's Kurth Heating and Cooling. 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7 by Zenner. Clock trickling down to 2 minutes. 14-0 Chi-High, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Jalen Smith nosing his way forward, interior of the line, down to the 10, very close to that first down. I think they're going to say just shy.
Put that ball just short of the 10. It's a 3-yard gain. It looks like 10 between the two of them, but not a first down.
So about half a yard to go. Chi-High single receiver to the right. They're going to go Wildcat, it looks like, with Colin Clary. Clary, left side. Clary pounds into the line, gets the first down. And now 1st and goal, Chippewa Falls from about the 7. We saw that pulled out last week, Alan Dunham, the Colin Clary-led Wildcat formation. They scored on it.
Yeah, they brought in number 66, an extra offensive lineman as the fullback. They definitely had a lot of beef for Colin Clary to run behind.
And Dave Hutzler mentioned Blake Schwartz, who came in relief of an injured teammate last week, and Schwartz really was moving his man. So I think they said, hey, let's put him at fullback, see what he can do.
Yeah, I watched that game on the film. You're right. He came in and did a really good job.
1st and goal from the 7. Schiltz, left side, into the end zone, touchdown, Zenner! Chi-High on the board.
That's exactly what the Cardinals need, a nice solid drive from their men up front. Running backs doing a great job.
59 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, and Chi-High within a score as Luke Zenner, the junior, his first touchdown of the season.
Zenner with 3 7-yard carries on that drive.
Now Gavin Schiltz for the PAT. Out of the hold of Bo Ashley. Snap, spot, kick. Splits the uprights. We're back in 1 minute. Chi-High within 7. WOGO Sports, this is Chi-High football.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on in your appliances and furnace running, even during power outages. Don't miss Customer Appreciation Day, September 18th from 3 to 6. Free food, prizes, and sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the winter ahead. Customer Appreciation Day, Thursday, September 18th from 3 to 6 at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi-High alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Short kick fielded at the 17-yard line, 20, 25, 30, 35, skipping outside the numbers, 45, the fumble at the 44-yard line. Chi-High calling for it, saying they have it. Waiting for the officials. Ball came loose far side.
Richmond saying they have it.
And the Tigers able to dodge a bullet there. They'll have golden field position, but Alan Dunham, great hit far side of the field to jar that ball loose.
Yeah, Zenner and Chase Frederick were there in on the tackling. I saw the ball come out and was just hoping that Chi-High would end up with it.
49 seconds to play in the first quarter. 14-7. The complexion of this ball game has changed. Chi-High down 2 scores, now down just 7 points, but needing a stop for the first time tonight against this New Richmond defense who only has 55 yards to go.
Nice 8-play drive for the Cardinals, even with the big play.
Stelright bringing everybody in tight. 1st and 10 from the 45. Sending a man in motion. Jet sweep look. Curling off the left side. Good blocking. Trying to turn the corner. Big collision. Gavin Schiltz lowers the boom at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Gavin Schiltz to stop that. That could have went for a lot more. Just barely got around our end there. Good block by their tight end.
Up to the 48-yard line. Under half a minute to go here in the first quarter. We'll see how much of a hurry New Richmond's in.
I was going to say, Colin Clary, nice job stringing that out as well.
Could be the final play of the first quarter. We'll see. 2nd and 7 after the gain of 3. 48-yard line, their side of the 54, New Richmond. Stelright, the 6'5" senior, takes a shoulder-high snap, gives left side, that's Wittick. Wittick across the 50-yard line down to the 45-yard line, and he is very close to a New Richmond first down. Clock will stop temporarily, but will wind now as they will move the chains, and we have reached the end of the first quarter. We're back in 1 minute. Chi-High trails New Richmond 14-7. This is Cardinal Football on WOGO Sports.
What are customers saying about Post Glass and Mirror?
Amazing job on my screens and very friendly.
I absolutely love my new Lindsay vinyl windows.
Prices are the best in town, along with fast customer service.
Got 2 heavy glass shower doors from Post Glass and Mirror. High quality, excellent service.
When I picked up my car after they replaced my windshield, it was cleaner than when I brought it in.
For commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. PostGlassandMirror.com.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique.
Which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
Welcome back to Chi-High Football on WOGO Sports. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunn, your WOGO Sports broadcast crew, Sam Averly. Doing the camera work for the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate those sharing that, letting other folks know that we've got radio broadcasts and video broadcasts. Wherever the Cards go, we go on WOGO. 12 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 1st and 10, New Richmond. From the 44 of Chi-High, the Tigers, the home team, leading 14-7 here in the Big Rivers Conference opener. Flare pass left side into the flat. Solid tackle at the 40-yard line for the Cards. Fighting for Chippewa Falls on the field as a coach and in the courtroom, the man to my right, Dave Check, and the Check Law Office making you part of the team. Gain of 5 on first down, 2nd and 5. They'll spot the ball at the 39 of the Cards.
Very efficient offense for this New Richmond team. They don't have to pass the ball, but when they do, very effective.
Stelright, 3 receivers to his right. Delayed give, going to keep it himself, rather. Rolling off to his right side. Fires a dart, tipped up in the air. Oh, an opportunity there for Chi-High. Good hands on the play by the Cards. Number 22.
Drew Musser.
Musser, the 6'1", 180-pound junior linebacker, got a paw on it. Poked it up in the air, just no one quite close enough for the pick. Chi-High still looking for their first turnover of the season, if I'm not mistaken. After 2 games, still waiting to get that first interception, fumble recovery, something.
That's what we were looking for. I was hoping I jinxed them with the language about their passing game being so efficient.
3 receivers right, single receiver left. On the delay, Stelright keeping it himself, the big 6'5" senior with flags flying from behind the play. He has the first down with a couple yards to spare. There's a flag back near the 39-yard line.
Looks like that one's coming back.
And it is a hold on New Richmond.
Well, again, Chi-High's got to take advantage. It's going to be a 3rd and long.
This is a difficult offense to prepare for because the quarterback, oftentimes he's holding the ball in the belly of the running back, deciding if he's going to hand off or pull it back and throw. So the secondary and linebacker is going to be really disciplined
Stelright coming into the game, 14 carries for 137 yards and a touchdown, 9.8 yards per carry. You mentioned Austin Wittick, 10.4 yards per carry. But third and long now for the Tigers.
He's a big kid. They do a good job of using his size, using the threat of the pass to be able to get him into that running game too.
Marched all the way back to the 49-yard line, still in plus territory for New Richmond. And now 3rd and 5 becomes 3rd and 15. Stelright with Wittick to his right. 3 receivers in a trips bunch formation to the right, single receiver to the left. Ball in the middle between the hashes. Just past midfield. Stelright back to pass. Straight drop. Rainbow steep down the left sideline. Step for step coverage.
That's good
Threw it
coverage.
out of bounds.
That's great coverage. Is that Schiltz?
Looked like it was Gavin Schiltz far side of the field.
I think it is. He's had a great game on defense so far.
4th and 15, and New Richmond gonna punt it away for the first time tonight. Jalen Smith, dangerous return man, will stand just past his 20-yard line.
Let's see if the Cardinals can put together a good drive here.
Stelright is the punter, so always something to keep an eye on. 10:52 to go in the half. 14-7 Chippewa Falls. Shoulder high snap, no pressure. Stelright up into the lights. Jalen Smith calling for it. Fair caught at the 20-yard line, and Chi High will start 1st and 10 with an opportunity to tie this game.
So Cardinals started their last drive at the 27-yard line. Immediately got a big play. Love for them to just chunk this one off with those 7-yard runs that they had in the last series. Zenner, a bunch of 7-yard runs on the last series. You had Benke with that 42-yard explosion.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most. Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Service in Chippewa Falls. Learn more at petersonvolker.com. That's petersonvolker.com. 1st and 10 Chippewa Falls. Far hash here at New Richmond. They trail 14-7. Twin tight ends. 2 wingbacks and a fullback. Talon Schultz, the junior signal caller for Coach Chuck Rakovich. Ball is loose, and New Richmond says they have it. Right in the middle of the field. We'll see if the officials agree. I think Chi High fell back on it. Talon Schultz able to save Chi High's bacon there. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 10.
I was going to say, I didn't even see what the exchange problem was where the ball hit the turf.
Actually going to give Talon maybe a yard.
I think he got half a yard, maybe a full yard.
Yeah, that'll be one to watch on film, whether they even got the handoff.
So the clock rolling, just over 10 minutes to play in the half. Chi High trailing 14-7. It's actually going to be 2nd and 9. Could have been disastrous. Instead, Cards get a yard and live to fight another day. Double wing, double tight. Schultz to Jalen Smith. Smith fighting hard in the heart of the line. Up to the 23-yard line, maybe the 24.
Good second effort by Smith. He was almost tackled in the backfield. Broke it off to get maybe 3.5, 4 yards.
So the ball at the 24-yard line. Right in the middle of the field here at New Richmond. Gorgeous facility out here. Beautiful athletic complex. Chi High facing off against the defending Big Rivers Conference champions, trailing by a score, facing a 3rd and 7 from their own 24. Early going second quarter. Gavin Schultz in motion. Chi High might have had a couple of people moving at the same time. False start on Chippewa Falls. We'll back them up 5. 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 12. Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley for 25 years. You can call Holly at 715-577-HOME. That's 577-HOME. Visit hollybovey.com or find Holly on Facebook, a longtime supporter of our Chi High and McDonald Athletics broadcasts here on WOGO Sports.
Chi High taking the clock all the way down before they call that timeout. They got the spread formation out there.
3rd and 11 coming up. Big play for both sides. We'll be back in half a minute, back in 30 seconds. Cardinal football on WOGO Sports.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
We welcome you back to Chi High Football on WOGO Sports. Shout out to Gavin Bovey, our audio engineer, back in the WOGO radio studios in Halley. We're on 103.1 FM AM 680. Live audio streaming at WOGO.com. Audio producer Gavin Bovey. Video producer here on site for the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube is Sam Aberley. I'm Caleb Swenson. Dave Check to my right. Alan Dunham roaming the sidelines. 3rd and 11 for Chippewa Falls. Talon Schultz. Rainbows deep down the right sideline. Got a man open. Tangled up.
I think they're going to get the flag on that,
aren't they? Looking for a flag at the 50-yard line. No flag forthcoming.
Oh, unfortunately, the DB stumbled and the ball was just a little bit underthrown. The receiver could not come back for it.
Incidental contact. So 4th and 11. Chi High will have to punt it away. Pretty good ball there from Talon Schultz. Talon coming into this game, 11 of 19, 58%, 164 yards, 4 interceptions, looking for his first passing touchdown. Clary takes a low snap. It's off a line drive boot. Whittick.
That's a great punt.
Roll, and oh my goodness, a nice roll for Chippewa Falls inside the 35 and down near the 32-yard line. Jalen Smith, who does a little bit of everything for this team, the gunner down there to down it. And 1st and 10, New Richmond, with 8:51 to play.
49-yard punt. That's a great punt.
Mentioned Clary's a weapon in a lot of different ways for this team, playing in all 3 phases. We've seen him in the Wildcat on offense, of course, a standout on defense, and an all-conference punter.
He's just an athlete all around. You look at him, he throws the discus, he does the pole vault and track. Just a phenomenal athlete all around.
1st and 10, New Richmond from their own 32. Probably their worst starting field position today. Nick Stelright. Twin receivers right, single receiver to the left. Whittick offset in the backfield, pistol look. Stelright gives to Whittick. Whittick straight up the middle, across the 40 up to the 45, and within a couple yards of midfield, Austin Whittick, who's broken off an 86-yarder, and he's staying down.
He's getting up slowly.
Whittick banged up, and that's not a sight you want to see. Incredibly talented junior running back.
Hard to say what he's holding here, whether he's just cramping up or...
We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this. Chi High Football on WOGO Sports. Early going second quarter, 14-7 New Richmond, back in half a minute.
Grow your savings with Royal Credit Union's great certificate rates. Choose a 4.10% APY 12-month certificate or a 3.75% APY 9-month certificate. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open a certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate-saver. APY equals annual percentage yield. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 7/28/25. Insured by NCUA.
Chippewa Falls Football, WOGO Sports on the radio and on YouTube and Facebook. 8:44 to go. First half, 14-7. Austin Whittick is coming to the sideline under his own power, so that's good to see. Coming back a little gingerly, just a talented young man, and hopefully he's able to return to this game, averaging 10.4 yards per carry and 6 touchdowns coming into this contest. His touchdown tally is at 8 already as he's scored through the air and on the ground.
Looks like he's holding his back right now. Bad news is for both him and the New Richmond team. Hopefully it's just something minor for that young man.
So Stelright has a new running back, but he'll keep it himself. And Stelright spun down in the backfield. Good penetration by the Chi High front, trying to see what the first hat was to the ball. Alan, maybe you got a little bit better look than I did.
Carson Parker.
Carson Parker, I was going to say. That was my guess. Just judging by the frame. 6'7", 6'5", excuse me, 300.
Carson, we're about 400 feet away, it seems like, in this booth. He's about the only one that we can see clearly from here.
Carson Parker and Owen King are both on the D-line right now.
Playing both ways.
That's a lot of men.
48 of their side of the 50, New Richmond. The 3 wide, Stelright. Pop pass behind his intended receiver at the 45-yard line of Chippewa Falls.
Another big play for the Cardinals.
Looking for Yeski that time. Yeski, of course, had the huge play that was taken back by penalty. 3rd and 10, New Richmond from the 48-yard line. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. They sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. That's wisconsinsurplus.com. wisconsinsurplus.com. And a reminder, Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics.
New Richmond willing to take their time here, of course, to give Whittick as much time as they can to get back on the field.
3rd and 10 from the 48. Stelright, straight drop, clean pocket so far. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Maybe a little bit behind his receiver, but coming in like a bullet from the safety position. And knock it away. I think Schiltz again in the area.
They had a chance at that one.
Yeah,
you're right, just a little bit behind.
Yeah, that was a first down. Definitely throw and catch could have been, but sometimes as a quarterback you have too much zip on the ball, and because it was a little bit behind, the receiver couldn't handle it.
Looked like he was looking that time for Parker Rohde, 6'1", 170 senior.
Got our defensive linemen in there more for the run with those big fellows out there. They got to put more pressure on the QB.
Stelright again to punt. Jalen Smith standing at the 22-yard line. Pressure a little heavier this time. Stelright gets off a nice kick. Jalen Smith evades 2 tacklers, dancing outside the numbers. He's piled up at the 30-yard line, driven back, but good starting field position for Chi High. Pocket full of timeouts for head coach Chuck Rakovich, and 7:27 to go here in the first half. Cardinals again just trailing by a score, 14-7.
You know, a couple of things. I did get a chance to watch and listen to that game that you guys did. A couple of things. His run back on the opening kickoff of the second half and your call on that, really exciting. Second thing, your comments about JD's hair. I caught that, by the way. We got that. That's exciting. Our family got to listen to that. And the third thing is you and Hutzler trying to be so loquacious, you know, a little bit of verbose. In other words, using words that nobody else can understand.
I think I did throw a serendipitous in that broadcast.
You did.
Officially the 29-yard line for Chi High. 1st and 10. Talon Schiltz straight ahead back to the line of scrimmage. May have garnered the 30.
Okay, now that one I'll give you as a busted play.
Cardinals again have had a little trouble on the exchange at times. Well, don't miss Customer Appreciation Day at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls. It's coming up September 18th from 3 to 6 p.m. Free food, prizes, sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the Wisconsin winter ahead. Customer Appreciation Day, Thursday, September 18th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls. Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls out there by the Fleet Farm DC. 2nd and 9, the Cards from the 30. Ball in the far hash, 6:46 and counting to go. Faking the flip on the right side, taking it off to the 30, maybe the 31. Gavin Schiltz, Richmond defensive front up to the task. 3rd and long for the Cards.
That's Gavin Schiltz's first carry on offense. That ball's going to stay at the 30, so I think they gave him no yards on that.
So 3rd and 9. Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Nicolet Bank. Visit your local Nicolet Bank team in Eau Claire or Lake Hallie and anytime at nicoletbank.com. Go Cards from Nicolet Bank. Halfway through the second quarter, Chi High trailing 14-7, a 3rd and 9. They'll go spread. High snap, Talon Schiltz going to keep it himself. Schiltz with a burst across the 35 to the 40, dives forward for a big Chi High first down. Talon Schiltz showing the burst.
That last move did it for him, too. Give him about 10 yards, just what he needed as they sit on almost the 41-yard line.
Allen, kind of that subtle juke at full speed for Talon Schiltz. Just slipping by a defender. Cards huddling up, 1st and 10. Now up to their 41-yard line. Plenty of time left, and they want to chew up as much of this clock as they can.
They don't need New Richmond getting back out there on offense. Whittick is out of the tent. Don't know how he's doing. I think the head coach or one of the coaches is talking to him. I'm sure Whittick's telling him he's ready and he's just fine. But
Flag flies.
Looks like it's on defense.
I think, Alan, you may have got a better look down the line, but I think someone on the defensive front for New Richmond may have lined up in the neutral zone.
I'm kind of back behind their defense. I didn't see what the call was.
1st and 5, Chi High after the offside against New Richmond. At Wynn Family Dentistry, Dr. Daniel Wynn, Dr. Andy McLaughlin, and their team are honored to be part of the Chippewa Falls community. Wynn Family Dentistry proud to support Chi High athletics. 1st and 5 from the 46, their side of the 50. Flip to Banky. Banky picking his way off the right side. He'll lower the shoulder, nose toward midfield. They'll cut him down at about the 48. Gain of a couple as we traverse under 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Cardinals going to be in no hurry at all here.
Next time you need to gas up, River Country Co-op, the place to go, proud to support our community. Download the River Country Co-op app for savings, and remember, gas up at the River Country Co-op Spirit Pump on River Street in Chippewa Falls, where a percentage of every sale goes towards McDonald or Chi High athletics. It's River Country Co-op. 2nd and 2 from the 48, their side of the 50 for Chi High. Double wing, double tight, man in motion. Give off the left side, that's Gavin Schultz. He's in trouble in the backfield.
That's a face mask. He got a face mask.
Ball comes loose.
That's not going to matter. We got a face mask on this one.
We'll see if the flag flies. New Richmond has possession.
Hopefully that's not a hold and he saw the face mask on that play.
There is a flag. Gavin Schultz immediately in a lot of trouble. That play blown up by New Richmond.
They're marking it right where the face mask occurred, but that was also where the, and it looks like New Richmond is, they know something's up too.
See if the Cards get bailed out by the call here, Alan.
Now, one thing I think we saw a lot of success was the B dive, kind of the straight north and south runs instead of the east and the west, which is more the New Richmond quickness, you know. So I think there's an advantage there for Chi High to run straight at them.
5-yard face mask is the call.
I think that's what they were talking about, is that the 15-yard variety or the 5-yard variety. Either way, it should be 5 yards. It should be 5 yards from.
When it saves the Cards from a big loss and a fumble.
That's actually going to give the Cardinals a loss if they do that there. It should be.
They're marking it 5 yards from the point of infraction.
Not sure that that's the right way to do it. Cardinals are actually penalized by that.
So 2nd and 5 now rather than 2nd and 2. Talon Schultz keeps it himself. Schultz darting into New Richmond territory inside the 40-yard line down to the 39, showing the shiftiness. Schultz moves the sticks, and that time faked the give to Zenner and kept it himself, Alan.
A super nice run in between the tackles. I think that's the strength, and then he's quick enough to hit the hole when it initially opens.
It's another 15-yard gain to follow up his 11-yard gain previous. And again, great drive for the Cardinals. 4 minutes and ticking. This is perfect timing right now and perfect pace for them.
Beautiful September night for football. 14-7 Chi High trailing by a touchdown on the move at the 39-yard line of the New Richmond Tigers, defending BRC champs. Banky gets the call right side. Banky leaps over one man, pushes his way down to about the 36. Gain of 3 on first down. Plumbing or heating and cooling emergencies don't take days off, and that's why Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating is available 24/7, serving the Chippewa Valley and surrounding areas since 1969. Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707, 839-0707, or go to wurzgala.com. Was chatting with Christina Wurzgala the other day, and she mentioned they have new heat pumps, electric water heater heat pumps now that recover much more quickly. If you're getting ready on those school mornings and always fighting each other for hot water in the shower, you can get the heat pump from Wurzgala and never have that trouble again. Give up the middle to Zenner. Zenner backing his way inside the 35-yard line down to the 33. Gain of about 3.
As crazy as it sounds, you do need to be thinking about the clock here with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left.
You know, those were 2 solid runs by the running backs who got hit right at the line of scrimmage and fought for the 3 that they did get to put us in a great position here. You are right, but the Cardinals have 3 timeouts here, and the last thing that they want to do is give this ball to New Richmond with more than a minute left.
14-7, Chippewa Falls trailing by a touchdown at the 33-yard line of the New Richmond Tigers. They figure 4 down territory here on a 3rd and 4. 2 wingbacks and a fullback. Talon Schultz under center. Crisscross. Banky
once
gets
again.
loose, and Banky fights his way through an ankle tackle down to the 29, maybe the 28-yard line, and that should move the chains for Chi High.
Another great effort for a 5-yard run there where he was dead to rights in the backfield. And
Just
again,
over 2 minutes left.
Even as we get to 2 minutes here with 3 timeouts, Cardinals, they don't need to be in any hurry here. We only got 25 yards.
Jalen Smith, Tyler Banky, along with Luke Center in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 28. Banky in motion left to right. Back to pass, Talon Schiltz. Schiltz rolling out to his right. Fires right. Got him in inside the 20-yard line. Very close to another Chippewa Falls first down.
And out of bounds. They caught him sleeping.
Jalen Smith coming out of that backfield.
So Jalen Smith takes that ball down to the 19-yard line.
Clock is stopped at 1:42.
It's a 9-yard gain.
So he's just shy of the first down.
2 catches on the night.
2nd and 1 from the 19 for Chippewa Falls. In the red zone now, ball in the far hash.
Well, I don't know what they're talking about here, about whether the clock should have stopped if it was out of bounds or not.
And now scoreboard showing 1:42.
They did say that the clock is stopped, so it's not going to be running here.
2nd and 1 from the 19. Crisscross, Jalen Smith pounds into the line, gets the first down for Chippewa Falls. Clock stops at 1:34.
Another great run.
Well, Stelter Incorporated, a legacy of the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Inc. has been turning dreams into reality and is always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. That's StelterIncorporated.com. Alan, the Cards have not had to use a timeout yet. They've still got them available, so the whole playbook open here.
Absolutely, this is great. Still over a minute left, and Chi High was down 14-0. Now a chance to tie the game going to halftime.
This has been a 13-play and now a 14-play drive.
Talon Schiltz, a little bit of a busted play, and Schiltz will just have to take it himself. He was looking for the pitch right side. Now we'll see if the Cards want to use a timeout.
Yes.
And they will use a timeout, so we will take a break and be back in just 30 seconds, back in half a minute. 1:01 on the clock. Cards trailing 14-7, but on the move. Back in half a minute, late going first half. This is Chi High football on WOGO Sports.
Hi, I'm Justin Check, lifetime member of the Check Law Office team. As a former Chi High and college quarterback and now a Division II quarterbacks coach, I know the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that my dad brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Communication, dedication, experience, trust. The same characteristics you want in a team, you need in your attorney. The Check Law Firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
Welcome back, Chi High football on WOGO Sports in New Richmond. 1:01 remaining in the half. Chi High trailing 14-7. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their team of highly trained sports medicine orthopedic surgeons and athletic trainers will get you back in the game in Altoona and Chippewa Falls with a new clinic and surgery center in Rice Lake. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. 1:01 on the clock. 2nd and 10, Chi High from the 15-yard line of the New Richmond Tigers. Trailing 14-7, still 2 timeouts remaining for head coach Chuck Raykovich. And I think Coach Larson just took a timeout. He will, so we'll be back in 30 seconds once again. Back in half a minute. This is Chi High football on WOGO Sports.
Citizens of Chippewa, the gauntlet has been thrown. River Country Co-op has Chi High and McDonald's Spirit gas pumps located on West River Street in Chippewa Falls. A percentage of every pump goes toward Chi High or McDonald athletic programs. Download the River Country Co-op app and save every day with rewards. Refuel after the game and get 2 for $13 Ovenworks pizza. Don't forget 5-cent Tuesdays or 3 cents every day at the pump. Blue or red, pick your pump. River Country Co-op.com.
Enjoying the action here at New Richmond. Chi High football Late going first half. It's constant action at Metropolis Resort in Action City in Eau Claire. 11-3 tomorrow. They have a back-to-school bash. They're literally giving away a car at the end of it and a $1,000 Action City play card. Free trampoline passes for everyone. Free jump at the trampoline park, 11-3 tomorrow. Free pizza and soda buffet as well at Metropolis Resort in Action City. Chi-Hi, Talon Schultz, Rainbow's right side, looking back corner of the end zone. Beyond his intended target in that far corner. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication on the route.
See what they do here. Cardinals don't need to pass. And Richmond certainly thinks that they might come out to pass. Might be a good time to try to sneak one out of the backfield.
Ian Kestner was the intended target there.
I'm not sure if we've seen a field goal kicked for Chi-Hi yet, have we, this year?
I don't think we've even seen an attempt. Gavin Schultz would presumably handle that as he handles the PATs. 3rd and 10, Chippewa Falls. From the 15-yard line of New Richmond, Talon Schultz from the pistol with 4 wide, 3 left, single receiver right. Schultz going to keep it himself, trying to hurdle a tackler, and he is smacked at the 13-yard line.
Now the Cardinals can let this clock tick down. I don't know if New Richmond's going to call a timeout or not.
So
the Cardinals will just let it tick down as much as they can.
See what the decision is here on a 4th and long, trailing by 7.
Really big to keep in mind that Chi-Hi defense stopped New Richmond now 2 drives in a row. Chi-Hi does get to receive the second half kickoff. So even if hopefully you get 3 points out of this at least, or it looks like, yeah, I say the offense is sticking out there, but you're still in good shape here. Certainly after that long touchdown run by New Richmond, we're in much better shape compared to that time.
WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. The Cards will let it trickle down and take a timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO Sports.
Metropolis Resort is turning 20, and we're celebrating all summer long. Special park deals, hotel deals, weekly giveaways, and one epic grand prize you won't believe. We're giving away a car. Learn more about our 20-year celebration at metropolisresort.com and help us celebrate 20 years in the Chippewa Valley all summer long.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Wisconsin Surplus.
Chi-Hi attempting the field goal with 4 seconds left. Bobble snap.
Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Gavin Schultz doesn't get the kick away, and that will end the half. Tough way to end the half for Chi-Hi. But they will receive the second half kickoff, and again, hadn't attempted a field goal yet, Dave Check, and it kind of looked like it there, a little bit of trouble with the operation, but still a lot of good points that I'm sure we'll get into during halftime. Chi-Hi, the defense rising to the occasion in multiple spots, and also the offense really starting to put their foot down a little bit and move that defensive front back for New Richmond.
Yeah, on that kick, it looked like the snap may have been a little bit high, but I think the holder could have possibly got it down. So just kind of a combination of a bunch of different things going wrong there. But the good thing is for the Cardinals moving the ball the way they did, we start with the ball in the second half. Again, with our big offensive linemen, we knew we could move the ball in short chunks and compete with them, that they were going to be flashy, that they were going to get big chunks. But we haven't won that big play turnover battle. We haven't won the turnover battle. In fact, they've got, I believe, 3 big plays to our 2 big plays.
So Chi-Hi, again, looking for more of what they were building on here toward the end of the first half. 2 quarters to go. We have our halftime show coming up with stats from Dave Check, our Check Law Office check of the stats. We'll have your halftime highlights, analysis, and more. WOGO Sports, your home for Chi-Hi McDonald Athletics. We're back in 3 minutes on your home for Chi-Hi football.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Lebrand, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, You'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's a plumber.
Not all heroes wear capes. In fact, some of them show up in a work shirt from Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Because when you have an older home, maybe with tight crawl spaces or hard-to-reach pipes, plumbing problems can be a huge source of stress. And you need a company that's unafraid to get their hands dirty and get the job done. So call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Free estimates. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
We serve to serve again. Company.
Hi, this is Dave Check, attorney and owner of the Check Law Office. I've been a part of the Chippewa Falls community for most of my life. It's where I grew up and where I started my practice. My motto at the Check Law Office has always been to provide people with the same legal service that I would expect if my own family needed an attorney. You meet with me directly and you are treated like part of the team. My goal has always been to get problems solved as efficiently and inexpensively as possible. I have proudly fought for Chippewa Falls on the field, as a coach, and as an attorney. Don't hesitate to add the Check Law Office to your team.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee. See you at the Y.
Halftime here, quite the festivities at New Richmond. Youngsters out on the field, underneath the lights, playing flag football. Love seeing that. We've got the band out as well. Quite a show here at New Richmond. Chi High and the Tigers putting on quite a show between the lines as well. 14-7, one-score game. New Richmond with the lead over your Chippewa Falls Cardinals. I'm Caleb Swenson. Dave Check to my right. Alan Dunham on the sidelines. Gavin Bovey, our WOGO audio producer. Back at the home base in Halley, Sam Apperly is our on-site video producer and camera operator for the WOGO Sports Live video stream that hopefully you're checking out on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Before we get into some halftime analysis, few scores that we're seeing from Travis Neas on Twitter. Rice Lake over Marshfield at 22-0 at last check. Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial 14-0. Eau Claire North 7-0 over Wausau West. That was at the end of the first quarter at halftime. Hudson leading Menominee 13-0. That's quite a battle between the Raiders and the Mustangs, Dave Check, and so it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. Close game, and a close game that we have here in the BRC opener. Yeah, definitely this side of the conference, and by that I mean the Big Rivers Conference half, Valley being the other side, and we have those crossover games. Definitely weighted in favor of the BRC again this year. All the teams that we play in the Big Rivers Conference are going to be tough this year. There's a couple of maybe easier games, but it doesn't start any more difficult than the Chi High Cardinals have. But I'll tell you what, that last drive, a 17-play drive, I'm not sure. I didn't check out the exact time. I was trying to replay that, but I think it was a 7-minute drive. I think we got the ball back with about 7 minutes. And really, again, I think you want to play keep away from a dangerous offense like New Richmond has. They're balanced. Delright, a veteran quarterback. Hopefully Austin Whittick is able to come back for New Richmond, but they've got home run hitters as well. Even if Whittick isn't able to go, and it looked like he was well, hard to speculate, but it looked like maybe he was ready to go back in. But they do, again, have a great crop of running backs perpetually here at New Richmond, and Coach Larson and his staff would seemingly be able to adjust. And so I think for Chi-Hi, keeping the ball as long as possible before scoring is certainly going to be the MO that they need.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. There's no doubt that New Richmond has other talent that can step in, and when they're expecting it, when the time is right, they fill the roles. But the question is, that next man up, when you immediately need it. Whittick's out, and they struggled after that. After that, New Richmond didn't move the ball at all. Question is, if he doesn't come back, who's the next man up, and are they going to be able to do it in the game when it matters?
And when you look at the stats, again, certainly leaning toward Whittick in terms of the running game, and then Stelrite, 10.4 and 9.8 yards per carry, respectively. But after that, when you look at the rushing stats for New Richmond, next man up would seemingly be Tavian Brandt, a junior, just 7 carries coming into this game, 115 yards and 2 touchdowns, so certainly a home run hitter. But the workhorse has certainly been Austin Whittick, the junior, with good reason. As talented as he is, he scored twice tonight.
Yeah, and teams are going to key on him, so they may be double teaming him. They may be doing whatever they can to stop him, and then that leaves the other players open. Without that, might be a little bit more difficult for everyone else.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout and then be back after this with your Czech Law Office check of the stats, the story of the stats at halftime. We have highlights coming up as well. 14-7 New Richmond leading Chippewa Falls on the road. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Chi-Hi Football on WOGO Sports.
Choosing the right banking partner for your business is an important decision. Royal Credit Union supports your business needs now and into the future with flexible checking account options and digital tools to help streamline your business operations. Royal also helps take your business further with treasury management services, including ACH, sweeps, and positive pay. Choose Royal Credit Union for business checking. Get started at rcu.org/Royal Choice. Insured by NCUA.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-Hi and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local, employee-owned, factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts. Kurth Heating and Cooling.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Halftime here in New Richmond. WOGO Sports, Caleb Swenson, along with Dave Check and Alan Dunham, your WOGO Sports broadcast crew, with Gavin Bovey, our audio producer, and Sam Aberley, our on-site video producer for the WOGO Sports live video stream that many of you are enjoying on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Chi-Hi, McDonald football, and new volleyball this year. Check out those past broadcasts and future broadcasts, wogo.com, for our sports calendar. Scoring went like this with 8:13 left to go in the first quarter. New Richmond took the lead on a 21-yard pass from Nick Stelrite to Austin Whittick. That made it 7-0 New Richmond. Then after being backed up, Whittick took off for an 86-yard gallop with 5:39 remaining in the opening quarter. 14-0 New Richmond with the early lead. Chi-Hi struck back with 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A 7-yard touchdown run by Zenner capped off a strong drive for the Cards. No scoring, Dave Check, in the second quarter. Again, more punts on both sides. The defense is tightening up a little bit, and it'll be interesting to see the adjustments at the half and how this shakes out.
Yeah, Will, before we get to the stats, if you want to go to those right now, shout out to, I think, Rico De Leon making a comment on Let's Go Cardinals. Rico, I think, needs to get some sleep. I think he's in like his 15th year of college football coming up, so good luck, Rico. You want me to go to the stats right now?
Absolutely.
All right, Cardinals, as usual, pretty easy to state their passing game. We were 2 for 4. Total yards, 6 yards passing. Now we get to the rushing game where the Cardinals try to make their bread and butter. It looks like we have Talon Schultz had 7 carries for 31 yards. Jalen Smith, 5 carries for 14 yards. Luke Center, 5 carries for 25 yards and the touchdown. Colin Clary, 1 carry for 3 yards. Tyler Benke, 5 for 55 to lead the Cardinals. And Gavin Schultz had 1 for 0 yards. Cardinals for a total 24 carries, 128 yards for a 5.33 clip. Defensively, passing, New Richmond was 3 for 6 for a total of 38 yards. And rushing, they had 11 carries for a total of 140 yards for a 12.72 clip. Because of that last drive, I think the Cardinals really dominated them on the per play, but New Richmond coming back with the total yardage of 178 total yards to the Cardinals 134. So Cardinals start with the ball. That, considered in the second half, makes it a relatively even game. And the Cardinals are in this game if they can continue to control the ground game and not, actually they're going to have to make up a turnover, I think. But if they can continue to do what they did in the later half of that second quarter, they've got a chance to win this one.
And impressive as well to see the number of times Talon Schultz has carried the ball, maybe again on some aborted snaps for a couple of those carries, but he had 8 totes coming into the game and has almost got the equivalent of that with 7 carries in the first half. He's looked good.
Yeah, and a couple of really nice runs. He had back-to-back, an 11-yard run and a 15-yard run in that last series to really keep the Cardinals going, one on a big third down play. So, really nice running by Talon Schultz so far. And I think, a couple of those 1-yard plays that he had were on busted plays.
We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with your first half highlights, drawing closer and closer to the start of the third quarter in a 7-point ball game here at New Richmond. Back in 2 minutes, Chi High football on WOGO Sports.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
You've got big financial goals, so you need the right banking team and a strategic game plan to get you there. That's where Nicolet Bank comes in, the team with a winning record of helping individuals and business owners like you achieve financial success. Whether you're aiming to score your dream home or put up points for your business, we're here to help you win. Get started at NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations. Nicolet Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Post Glass and Mirror, quality comes first. Maybe you need a beautiful storefront window or a show-stopping custom shower door. Post Glass and Mirror can custom cut glass and mirrors and offers quick replacement of fogged or broken windows. And if your windshield takes a hit, they offer free mobile service and can recalibrate the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for all makes and models. Post Glass and Mirror is also hiring auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. For commercial, home, and auto glass, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls.
Edging toward the third quarter. Before we begin half number 2, let's hear how half number 1 sounded. Your highlights on WOGO Sports. It sounded like this. Clap and Calls for the ball on 2. Give to Wittick straight ahead. He's hit in the backfield and driven down for a loss.
That's an excellent play. That might make him think twice about going for it here on 4th down.
Brigham Garrett's in there. Owen Hediger. Alan, did you see anybody else?
Yeah, definitely Carson Parker from
Ryan
the D
Center.
tackle position leading the charge.
1 yard there. It's 4th and 1, and it looks like they had the punt team out. I think they're bringing the offense back out. I don't think that they realized that they made a full yard there.
10-15 left to play here in the
This
first
is
quarter.
a big play right here. This could count as a turnover if the Cards.
Let's put him at fullback, see what he can do.
Yeah, I watched that
The
game on
heavy
the film.
package.
You're right. He came in and did a really good job.
1st and goal from the 7. Schiltz, left side, into the end zone, touchdown, Zinner! Shy high on the board.
That's exactly what the Cardinals need. A nice solid drive from their men up front. Running backs doing a great job.
Cards from Nicolay Bank. Halfway through the second quarter, Chi-Hi trailing 14-7, a 3rd and 9. They'll go spread. High snap, Talon Schiltz going to keep it himself. Schiltz with a burst across the 35 to the 40, dives forward for a big Chi-Hi first down. Talon Schiltz showing the burst.
That last move did it for him, too. Give him about 10 yards, just what he needed as they sit on almost the 41-yard line.
And that's how the first half sounded. We're back in half a minute with your second half kickoff. The Cards will receive trailing 14-7. Back in 30 seconds, this is Chi-Hi football on WOGO Sports.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
After this one is complete, we'll have the Postgame show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls, and we will name the Kelm Law Firm Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by attorney Carrie Kelm. For the best defense off the field, contact Kelm Law Firm in Chippewa Falls at 715-210-8699. That defense for Chi-Hi has stepped up in the latter part of the first half, down 14-0 pretty early. Halfway through the first quarter, Cards were down 2 scores. They fought back to within 14-7. That's where we sit. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham, your WOGO Sports broadcast crew on the radio on 103.1 FM, AM 680, and WOGO.com. Or you can watch the broadcast, WOGO Sports on YouTube. We're on Facebook as well, but would encourage you to check out the YouTube channel. A little bit better video player there. 14-7. New Richmond, the home team, defending Big Rivers Conference champions. Kicking right to left as we see it here.
Pretty big series for the Cardinals here.
Line drive boot. Fielded off a knee at the 20-yard line. Gavin Schiltz spinning through a couple waves of defenders, but then taken down at the 21. Bit of a bobble maybe cost him a bit there. Schiltz looks to be staying out there on offense. Nobody's going to head to the sideline, so Chi-Hi likely with Jalen Smith and Tyler Banke, along with Luke Zenner in the backfield, along with quarterback junior Talon Schiltz.
So I forgot to mention in the stats, both of the catches were by Jalen, 2 receptions for 6 yards.
In terms of all-purpose yards, kick and punt return yardage, running, receiving, Jalen Smith does a lot. Plays defense too. 1st and 10 from the 21. Chi-Hi high snap to Talon Schiltz, trying to escape in the backfield, looking for a block. Schiltz back to the line of scrimmage, belted at the 21-yard line. All he could do to get back to that line, and now staying down. Timeout on the field for an injury. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WOGO.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
This is Chi-Hide football on WOGO Sports. Talon Schultz is up and being helped to the sideline. And
backup quarterback is number 9, taking snaps and about to come in. Not sure who that is.
So Evan Weiler is 5'11", 190, the senior. Be coming in, I believe, Bo Ashley, also the sophomore, a reserve at quarterback, but Weiler looking to be running the show now if Schultz is not able to return. Certainly hoping for the best for Talon, talented junior. 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. Ball is loose in the backfield, diving on it. And New Richmond saying it came loose at the end. And they have it. Looked like the Cards were able to fall back on it. And New Richmond winning that turnover battle in a big way here, taking over deep in Cardinal territory.
Terrible luck for the Cardinals, losing their quarterback, having to have someone come in cold. And that was just a cold toss there on the sweep.
So 1st and 10, New Richmond, a golden opportunity to go back up 2 scores. From the 12-yard line of Chippewa Falls. And a gut check here for the Chi-High defense. Quick change. They're right back out there. Looks like Austin Whittick is back out for New Richmond, standing to the right of Stellright. The give to Whittick. Whittick off the left side looking for his 3rd touchdown of the night. He's cut down at about the 2. So good to see Whittick back out there for New Richmond. He's sniffing the end zone.
Looks like the 1st and goal.
Snap right side into the end zone, touchdown. New Richmond makes it 20-7.
Boy, just so unfortunate. Obviously, the high snap led to the Talon not able to get the handoff and then get injured on the run. And then looked like a good toss there from Evan to Benke, but wasn't handled, and touchdown on the turnover.
Snap spot PAT is good. We're back in 60 seconds. The Cardinals trail by 14 on the road at New Richmond on WOGO Sports.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on in your appliances and furnace running, even during power outages. Don't miss Customer Appreciation Day, September 18th from 3 to 6. Free food, prizes, and sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the winter ahead. Customer Appreciation Day, Thursday, September 18th from 3 to 6 at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Maurer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Maurer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Gavin Schultz on the return up to the 29-yard line. Cardinals will start 1st and 10, now trailing 21-7 after the 2-yard touchdown run.
You know, I replayed that last turnover. It looked like, you know, the running back got hit with the ball, but again, it's just a timing issue. Every quarterback's going to throw that pitch to you a little bit different, and they're coming out used to Talon Schultz, used to Talon Schultz. So it's not a matter of whether or not that was a good pitch. I think it was a good pitch. It's just the timing's off, and it's just really bad luck for the Cardinals.
So now 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Flip left side, Jalen Smith.
Yes.
Following his blocking, he's got some room. 30, 35, 40 down the sideline, ushered out of bounds into his bench at about the 45. Jalen Smith.
That's the first time. Sorry, that's the first time Smith's able to get the corner on a pitch like that.
So Evan Weiler, 5'11", 190-pound senior, of course, has been in this system for a long time, running the show now for Chippewa Falls with the Talon Schultz injury. Weiler under center, 2 wing backs and a fullback. Backfield hasn't changed. Flip to the opposite side, that's Benke. Evades an arm tackle in the backfield, but knifing in to make the stop. Number 3, Parker Rohde, the 6'1", 170-pound senior. Looked like Benke might have a little running room there, and Rohde just erased that gap very quickly.
One thing about Evan, it was quite a quarterback battle in camp. So you saw when he came in the first play, he had command of the huddle, command of the line of scrimmage, so he's definitely a confident player. He's a baseball pitcher on the offense, has a very strong arm. So when they get into the spread formation here, he'll definitely, be cutting it loose.
2nd and 12. Ian Kestner split out wide to the left. Jalen Smith in the slot to the left. Single receiver right as well. From the gun, Smith in motion left to right. Keeping himself is Colin Clary, and Clary lost the ball. It's loose inside the 40-yard line. New Richmond diving on it. It's back at the 45. And the Cards have turned the ball over again. Looked like it was enough for a first down. But the ball punched loose. And New Richmond certainly getting the edge in big plays and turnovers here, leading 21-7 with 9:41 to play. Another tough blow for the Cards. A lot of game left.
Yeah, Clary with a 14-yard gain there before it popped out. Would have had the first down for the Cardinals. Now New Richmond again, ball on the 46-yard line to start. Definitely not winning the turnover battle. Cardinals well behind right now in the turnover battle. Actually, the score does not reflect it as much as it probably should.
21-7 New Richmond, 9:41 to go here, third quarter. Stelright claps, takes the ball, delayed give to Whittick. Whittick straight ahead, and Whittick into the secondary, into Chi-High territory, inside the 45, down to the 41. Gain of 13 for Austin Whittick, who's well over 100 yards, at 86 and 1 touchdown carry. 14-7 ball game at the half, with Chi-High receiving the second half kickoff, but the first 2.5 minutes is all we've traversed through in this third quarter, but it's been all New Richmond. First and 10 from the Chi-High 41. Cards need a momentum swing here. High snap. Taking right up the middle, down to the 36-yard line. New ball carrier, I think they were going Wildcat with that. Stelright is still out there along with Whittick.
After that first down run, we brought in Parker and King to shore up that D-line.
3 receivers, twins left, single receiver right for Stelright. From the gun on 2nd and 4. Stelright keeps it himself off right end, and Stelright still pounding inside the 30-yard line, down to the 27. Clock stopped at 8:27 while they move the sticks. Richmond taking their time on this drive, getting the call from the sidelines.
You feel a pass coming here.
Tavian Brandt is in the backfield now. Carter Comro, the tight end, in motion from the right side of the formation. Stelright is back to pass. Looking left the whole time, dumps it off, got a man at the knees at the 20-yard line, just inside the 20, down to the 18. That was Luke Quaddy, 5'10", 179, a junior. First time we've called his name tonight. In the red zone, the New Richmond Tigers leading 21-7. They've held Chi-High to just 7 points the last 2 matchups. 32-7 last year, 39-7 in 2023 on homecoming night for Chippewa Falls. That left a bad taste in the mouths of the Cardinals that year, and trying to get back on the winning track against the defending conference champions. Hand off straight up the middle, pushing the pile forward inside the 15-yard line. Brantz spelling Whittick. Clock continuing to roll just outside 7 minutes.
Richmond definitely running downhill now.
4 receivers to the left. Last time they ran Whittick to the left when they had this formation. 2nd and 7 from the 14 ball in the near hash. Pop pass left side, setting up a screen inside the 15. Clary in a host of white jerseys. Pulling Josh DeGear, the 6'1", 172-pound senior, down outside the 10-yard line. Well, if you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders, White City Glass. 3rd and 2 for New Richmond, leading by 14. Almost halfway through the 3rd quarter. Stelright with a single receiver split out to the left. Give to Whittick. Whittick has a lot of room right side, turning the corner, 5 to the end zone. Touchdown Whittick for the 3rd time tonight. This time from 10 yards out. It is 27-7. New Richmond taking advantage, full advantage of the Chi-High turnover once again.
That was just simple speed right there. Everyone was kind of bunched in the middle, and Whittick got to the corner, and nobody was able to turn him back inside.
Solid drive for New Richmond, taking advantage of the Chi-High turnover.
The PAT splits the uprights. It is 28-7 New Richmond. We'll step out and be back in 30 seconds. Back in half a minute. Chi-High football on WOGO Sports.
Grow your savings with Royal Credit Union's great certificate rates. Choose a 4.10% APY 12-month certificate or a 3.75% APY 9-month certificate. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open a certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate saver. APY equals annual percentage yield. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 7/28/25. Insured by NCUA.
A 3-score lead for the home team with 6:15 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Caleb Swenson along with Dave Check and Alan Dunham at New Richmond. The defending conference champions trying to put some distance between themselves and the Cards right now, thanks to 2 second-half turnovers from Chippewa Falls. The kickoff fielded 25-yard line, lowering the shoulder and being stormed back by a sea of orange. Chi-High will start at the 25, I believe. Maybe the 24. We'll see where they end up spotting this one.
Owen Hediger on that return. So the ball is going to be at the 24.
Well, keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. Open your account at rcu.org or any office insured by NCUA. 6:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jalen Smith gets the call. Smith has a burst across the 30-yard line, close to a first down. He's spilled near the 33. They may mark him at the 33.5, so very close to a Chi-High first down. Nice work there by Jalen Smith, the Cardinals senior.
Really well blocked. One of the few runs where the running back has gotten through the line of scrimmage clean.
This is a do-or-die drive for the Cardinals here.
Again, still plenty of time. They need a score. Flip to Jalen Smith, and Smith up to the 35.
2 yards there.
Should be enough to move the sticks. That Cardinal first down brought to you by Ashley Construction, your first choice for a custom home. Learn more at ashleyconstruction.co. That's ashleyconstruction.co. Don't forget to check out the WOGO sports calendar for football and volleyball. WOGO.com will have Chi-High volleyball against Stevens Point. Mark Halverson on the call this Tuesday. Look for that exclusively on the WOGO Sports Live video stream. Give right up the middle, pounding forward for maybe another 2. Zenner up to the 36-yard line. Zenner has the Cards' lone touchdown here tonight. Again, Evan Weiler, if you're just joining us, is at quarterback after an injury to Talon Schultz. Chi-High 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Jalen Smith fighting his way through the heart of the defense, and he's within a yard of another Chippewa Falls first down up to the 44. Smith running hard north-south, Allen.
Yeah, real nice run, one of the crisscross, and the little trap play they're running inside is having a big impact.
3rd and 1. Weiler trots back into the huddle.
Smith has runs of 14, 9, and 7 so far this half.
3rd and 1 for Chi-High from the 44-yard line, their side of the 50. Flip right side into the line, not a lot there.
That might be enough with that second effort.
From Tyler Banky nets him just up to the 45-yard line, and that will move the sticks for Chippewa Falls. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Chi-High trailing by 3 scores here at New Richmond. 2 second-half turnovers for the Cards, 14 points for the Tigers. Double wing, double tight behind Evan Weiler. The pitcher now the quarterback. Weiler flipped to Jalen Smith. Smith hits the brakes, and he is submarined for a loss of 2, maybe 3. Blocking broke down, good penetration by the defensive front 7 for the Tigers. 2nd and long, and the Cards so far this drive have really not been behind the chains. Now they are here, shy of the 50.
Might be a really good time for a pop pass here with New Richmond, committing to the run. Almost all 11 guys coming to the line of scrimmage.
Zenner the fullback, Jalen Smith and Tyler Banky the wingback. 2nd and 12 from their own 43 for Chippewa Falls. Banky in motion, back to pass is Weiler. Weiler looking right, now he's going to tuck it and run, directing traffic. Ducks underneath a tackle at the 45-yard line up to maybe the 47. Good job there by Weiler to avoid a big hit. He was looking out in front of him, Luke Thompson. Thompson ended up throwing the block. 3rd and long for Chi-High, 3rd and 8. Trailing 28-7 near midfield. You probably figure that this is 4-down territory for Chi-High. We'll see what Coach Rajkovic elects to do if they get to that point. You, of course, would love to cut this 3rd and 8 at least in half to give yourself an easier decision. 3rd and 8 from the 47. Crisscross, the ball is loose once again, and that might make the decision easier as Banky is pounded backward inside the 45-yard line back to the 44. 4th and 11 now for Chippewa Falls. I think Chi-High may.
That was the first series. Excuse me. That was the first series I think where I didn't see Chi-High have a push. Where they weren't kind of owning the line of scrimmage and New Richmond defense just swarmed in on that. No chance for Banky.
So 4th and 11, and Austin Whittick, respecting the leg of Colin Clary, will stand back at his 15-yard line. The kick booms up into the uprights, all the way across the field, bouncing away from Whittick. Well placed there by Clary, down inside the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Jalen Smith, I believe, on the far side, once again taking care of business as a gunner. 1st and 10 for the New Richmond Tigers with 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. New Richmond has doubled up. Their first half tally of 14 points is 28-7. Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most. Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Service in Chippewa Falls. Learn more at petersonvolker.com. That's petersonvolker.com.
It'll be very tough for the Chi-High defense to get a stop here. Richmond has all the momentum right now. They've been on the field for most of this half. Defensive linemen are getting pretty tired.
We're starting field position of the night, though, for New Richmond. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. They'll give off the right side up to about the 15. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Richmond certainly not in any hurry here. Don't delay, bid today. Wisconsin Surplus online auction. They sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. It's wisconsinsurplus.com, wisconsinsurplus.com. One of the great sponsors making these broadcasts possible as WOGO goes where the cards go. Back at home for Veterans Night next week against River Falls. 2nd and 7, QB run, Stelrite, and Stelrite finds a crease down the far side of the field. Stelrite is loose at the 50, the 40, racing down the sideline, looking for a final block, doesn't get it, but Stelrite.
Yeah, I think that was Wittick with a block in the back right at the end. He didn't really have to do that. No, that's not Wittick. It's
Brandt, maybe?
Number either 11 or 17. I can't.
It's
really
11.
say.
That would be Tavian Brandt. 17, Jackson Schroeder.
It's 14. Sorry, it's 14, and it's going to be a block in the back. He didn't.
Luke Quaddy.
His speed was up there. He actually probably could have got ahead of the last Chi-High guy.
Stelrite at 6'5". He can move, Alan.
Oh, a very physical running back, or as a quarterback that can run, and he put on quite a stiff arm down the sideline.
Clock stopped right now at 13 seconds to play in the third quarter.
He definitely has the body of a college athlete for sure.
It was a 59-yard run. Now we're going to tack on -10, giving him a chance for even more yards on this series. But a 59-yard run, definitely another big play for New Richmond.
They'll mark off the infraction from the 25, so back to the 35 of Chippewa Falls. Possibly the last play of the third quarter for Stelrite and co. New Richmond leading by 21. Hungry for more. Stelrite takes the snap. Hand off left side. A big burst inside the 25-yard line. Dragged down at the 22, and that will end the third quarter. We're back in 1 minute on WOGO Sports. This is Chi-High football.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder, 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 bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Chi-High football and WOGO Sports. The Brewers with a 5-2 win tonight. They back in the winning column. 12 minutes to go in the game. Fourth quarter. Chi-High within 7 at the half, 14-7. It was all New Richmond the third quarter. Cardinals hoping they can flip the script here in the fourth, but some work to do. 1st and 10 New Richmond from the Chi-High 22-yard line. Direct snap to Brandt. Brandt escapes one defender in the backfield, took a big hit, bounced off it inside the 20-yard line. Actually, I believe that may have been 14 Quaddy. Inside the 15, down to the 13. Again, the Tigers want to eat up as much clock as they can. Well, check out WOGO Sports on social media. Look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO Sports social media channels. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. After the gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Stelrite will keep it himself. He has a full head of steam, hardly touched into the end zone from 14 yards out. Nick Stelrite. 34-7, New Richmond, with 11:11 to play in the fourth quarter. That fake carried out very well, Alan.
Yeah, he does a really nice job of riding that running back, reading the defense, and saw that there was nobody coming off the edge and took it across the goal line.
So Stelright into the end zone for the first time tonight. Snap is low, kick is still true, and it's 35-7 New Richmond. We're back in 30 seconds on WOGO Sports.
Citizens of Chippewa, the gauntlet has been thrown. River Country Co-op has Chi-Hi and McDonald Spirit gas pumps located on West River Street in Chippewa Falls. A percentage of every pump goes toward Chi-Hi or McDonald athletic programs. Download the River Country Co-op app and save every day with rewards. Refuel after the game and get 2 for $13 Ovenworks pizza. Don't forget 5-cent Tuesdays or 3 cents every day at the pump. Blue or red, pick your pump. RiverCountryCoop.com.
Just 49 seconds into the fourth quarter, but a 4-score lead for New Richmond, 35-7. 21 unanswered for the home team, the Tigers. The kick fielded on a bounce by Jalen Smith. It bounces back to him after he lost it for a moment, and Smith toppled at the 25-yard line, and that's where Chi-Hi will start 1st and 10 under the direction of senior Evan Weiler, who's replaced the injured talent Schiltz.
So, Caleb, I got to tell you, if you ever want Victoria Check to help you and do the volleyball color, you're not getting yourself off to a good start mentioning JD's hair. You
Really?
have to realize how competitive those two are with their beautiful red hair.
Well, we'll have to get Tori on the video broadcast for Chi-Hi volleyball, and then we'll see if we can invite JD over, and we'll do a hair compare.
Oh, I don't know how that's going to go.
1st and 10 from the 25 for Chi-Hi. Banky takes the toss right side. Banky picking his way through the right side of the defense and across the 30-yard line up to the 32.
Nice run for Banky. And the Cardinals have had some success this game, running the ball and having some nice chunk plays. Again, the turnovers have just killed the Cardinals, and they needed to definitely be on the plus side of that. This is a very good New Richmond team.
New Richmond again trying to go 3-0. They scored 48.5 points per game in their first 2 contests. 35 up on the board so far here with 10.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Cards, still some time left, but I've lost a lot of momentum here in the second half. Carried by Zenner up to the 33-yard line. Zenner has the lone score for Chi-Hi, a 7-yard touchdown tote in the final minute of the first quarter. The technicians at your local employee-owned Kurth Heating and Cooling are the experts when it comes to keeping your home comfortable all throughout the year. Kurth Heating and Cooling, that's Kurth Heating and Cooling. Cards on a 3rd and 1. Double wing, double tight. Banky gets the call right side. He's hit in the backfield, made it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to give him a first down here with where the spot is on the far route. They might measure this one.
We'll see. It was close. Again, a good final effort there by Banky. The nose of the ball is at the 35-yard line.
And I'm already giving Banky a yard, so they've made 10 yards on this series. From the 25 to the 35, but is it a first down? It is.
First down and 10 for Chi-Hi. 9.5 minutes to go. Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley for 25 years. Call Holly at 715-577-HOME. Visit hollybovey.com or find Holly Bovey on Facebook. Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Weiler, the interior handoff. Good push by the Chi-Hi offensive front up to the 40-yard line.
That was a fantastic run by Smith. They were following the lineman, and then when he got as far as he could following them, he a nice burst, putting his shoulder down and running strong.
Smith has run well. 2nd and 4 after the gain of 6. Into the game for Chi-Hi, number 21, Riley Meyer. At wing back. Smith following his blocking again across the 45. That should be enough for a first down up to the 46.
even though it's going to be in a losing effort, it would be very good for the Chi-Hi confidence if they could finish with another 17-play, 10-minute drive here. And that looks like what they're trying to do here is just give the team some confidence.
That's exactly right. You're playing for next week and the rest of the year right now. Continuity and confidence, I agree with that.
So Riley Meyer at the left wing back position now with Evan Weiler at quarterback, the senior signal caller for Coach Rajkovic. Meyer hit in the backfield on the toss. And then 3, perhaps 4 New Richmond Tigers defenders swarm to the ball.
Most teams, that opposite defensive end is not involved in that play, but they are coming off the edge so fast that they're getting involved in that inside run.
Again, in the first 2 games of the season, New Richmond had 24 tackles for loss from this defense. You look at the amount of points they score, 48.5 average coming into this game, and you put a lot of focus on the offense and Whittick and Stelright, but this defense is playing very well for Coach Larson. The crisscross and loose, and look out, 40, 35, 30, down the sideline, foot race to the end zone, touchdown, Chippewa Falls.
Is that Jalen Smith adding to his all-purpose yardage? Can't tell if that's number 1. I think that's Jalen Smith.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of an awkward handoff inside.
A 55-yard touchdown for Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith, the senior, never say die. Had that electric kickoff return last week.
We'll take that over a 17-play drive. Beautiful run.
Gavin Schiltz for the PAT. Snap, spot, hold. Kick is good. 35-14. Chi-Hi scored for the first time in the second half. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back after this on WOGO Sports.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
Chi-Hi, 14 points on the board, trailing 35-14 with 7:20 to play, but another spark from senior Jalen Smith, a 55-yard touchdown toad. And Alan, as you mentioned, a little bit of a bobble on the exchange. Again, some different pieces, some moving parts for Chi-Hi in the backfield, but Jalen Smith just did what he does and turns on the afterburners when he gets in the clear.
He made a really nice move at the second level to bounce it to the outside and then turned on the jets and outran the defense.
And that officially puts Jalen Smith over the 100-yard mark with 105 on the night.
Noah King to kick for the Cards. Still 7:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Popped up in the air.
It's about as good as he could have kicked
at
it.
the 50-yard line, retrieved at the 49 by New Richmond, but well done by the big fella Noah King. You think of him just as the offensive line prospect playing D2 football next year, but goodness, King showing a little athleticism there too with the feet.
Yeah, good attempt by the Cardinals to try to catch him off guard. It was actually a really nice kick. Great play by the defender to haul that one down. A lot of times you can catch them sleeping there. They definitely weren't having all their men up for the onside kick.
35-14, New Richmond leads by 3 scores. We'll have our post-game show afterward, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. We're named our Kelm Law Firm Defensive Player of the Game. Have your stats, highlights, analysis, look ahead on our WOGO Sports calendar, but still some game left to be played here. Austin Whittick looking for his 4th touchdown, and he's loose
got it.
From 51 yards. Whittick, for the 4th time tonight, has taken it to the house for New Richmond. It is 41-14. My goodness, what a talented young man.
And they're just pounding out the stats right now.
Austin Whittick had scored 6 times all on the ground coming into tonight's contest. 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown tonight. 10 all-purpose touchdowns for Wittick. Just a junior as well. Snap, spot, kick. It is 42-14 New Richmond. Back in 30 seconds. Chi-Hi football on WOGO Sports.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
The New Richmond Tigers showing why they are figured to be the favorite to repeat as Big River's conference champions. A lot to go left in this season. Of course, this is just the opener, but the Tigers have put up 48 points, 49 points, and now 42 points in their first 3 games of the season. There's still 7:06 left on the clock here at Tiger Stadium in New Richmond. Jalen Smith back deep to receive this kick. End over end, but short. Fielded at the 18-yard line, far hash. Trying to turn the corner up to the 30. That's where the Cards will start 1st and 10 with exactly 7 minutes on the clock. Next week, of course, join us back at DeRay Field in Chippewa Falls. Mark Halverson will be on the call. It'll be Veterans Night. Again, a chance to support those who've given their all for our country. Veterans Night, always a special, special night at DeRay Field. And so, of course, we want you to watch and listen to our broadcast here on WOGO Sports. But if you are able to be there in person next week, please do so at DeRay. Of course, the Miracle Minute. 1st and 10 from the 28. Weiler back to pass. Rainbows deep down the right side. Got a man open. Oh, a diving catch.
What
to the
a
40-yard
catch.
line. Jalen Smith,
Wow.
the acrobat juggling, hauls it in. What a pitch and catch from Weiler to Smith.
Put it on him. Jalen Smith was able to tip it back to himself. What a catch.
Yeah, if you saw that, there was a linebacker bearing right down on Evan. He just had to chuck it up there. A great play by Smith to tip it up, as you said. And fantastic catch and then get pushed out of bounds.
32-yard pitch and catch.
That may be our Maurer Sperry Insurance highlight of the night. Jalen Smith could get that honor once again. Weiler drops back to pass and whistles all over the place.
Jalen Smith with 38 yards receiving on the night, 105 rushing, plus he has some all-purpose yards in the kicking game as well. I think you were talking about for a while he was ranked in the state. Of course, that was because we had a Thursday game for our second game before a lot of the Friday games, but still.
A lot of all-purpose yards for Jalen Smith once again. WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We're on the radio at 103.1 FM, AM 680 and WOGO.com. Gavin Bovey, our audio engineer, audio producer at the WOGO home base in Halley. Sam Aberley, our video producer for the WOGO Sports Live video stream that you can watch on YouTube. Watch replays and highlights, Chi-Hi, McDonald football and volleyball this fall. 1st and 15. Weiler, this senior, dancing out to his left under duress, and he is lassoed and sacked. Back in Cardinal territory at the 47-yard line. No place to go with the football, and Weiler had to eat it there.
It's a 7-yard loss for the Cardinals. We're going to be sitting here with a 2nd and 32.
Really active defense by New Richmond, so when you're not running straight at them and they get a chance to basically tee off on the quarterback, really tough to block all these guys.
Don't miss Customer Appreciation Day, Quality Propane and Fuels in Chippewa Falls, September 18th, coming up 3 to 6 p.m. Free food, prizes, sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the winter ahead. Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls, again, September 18th, a Thursday, 3 to 6, Customer Appreciation Day. Give right up the middle, and there's a little running room back to the original line of scrimmage. Inside the 40-yard line. We had a new ball carrier that time. Was that Enzo Isham? Benke, excuse me. Tyler was leading the Cards. In that rushing category coming into this game, Tyler, 194 yards on 28 carries for 2 touchdowns, just under 7 yards per carry. 3rd and 10. Weiler has to eat the snap as it got loose, and he falls on it back near midfield. So 3rd and long becomes 4th and very long for Chippewa Falls. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. 42-14, Chi-Hi trailing, and Colin Clary will come out to punt this one away.
See how close he can get to another 50-yard punt.
Looks like now Wittick will not return the kick, and Parker Rohde will for New Richmond and Coach Larson as they head toward a 3-0 start to the season. Angled punt heading toward the Chi-Hi sideline. Takes a hop but out of bounds.
So that one will be about a 32-yard punt. He's
mark
walking it all the way back to the
20. Well, he walked up to the 23 and then marched back to the 20.
Okay, so a 30-yard punt.
Richmond will start 1st and 10 with 4:41 left to play.
Likely the last series of the game here, but we'll see. I don't know that New Richmond, they do have their starters out there as far as the
Stelright's out there.
Quarterback
Wittick is
Stelright.
out, but Tavian Brandt in at tailback. 1st and 10 from their own 20 for New Richmond. Twin receivers right. Stelright claps for the ball. Gives to Brandt. Brandt off the right side, and Brandt spilled across the 25 up to the 27-yard line. One of our great sponsors, Metropolis Resort in Action City. Don't miss their free back-to-school bash. It's 11 to 3 tomorrow. It is free. Again, free trampoline park play for everyone tomorrow. Free jump at the trampoline park from 11 to 3. From 12 to 1:30, a free pizza and soda buffet. They'll have cotton candy and popcorn, spin the wheel, prizes, discounted play passes for Action City and Chaos Water Park, giving away a car from One Automotive Group and a $1,000 play pass as well. Find out more at metropolisresort.com. Again, that's tomorrow from 11 to 3, a back-to-school bash, a free party at Metropolis Resort in Action City in Eau Claire. 2nd and 3 from the 27. Handoff off the right side, big gashing run across the 35 up to the 40. Clock stops at 3:46. Brandt's the 42-yard line. Chi-Hi with more reserves in now. Both teams, again, getting some substitutions in here late going.
Looks like New Richmond might be subbing their quarterback, number 36 or 32.
Stelright exits. They'll bring in Preston Hitty, 6'4", 140. Sophomore. Hitty from the gun. They give to Brandt, and Brandt following his blocking on the left side of the line, strung out as he hits the 45-yard line. Coming up after the game, the Post Glass and Mirror post-game show. Post Glass and Mirror is now hiring for auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. Join the team today. Click on careers at postglassandmirror.com. We'll give you stats, highlights, analysis. Alan Dunham down on the field with head coach Chuck Rakovich. Starting offensive line getting their dues from the crowd here at New Richmond as they exit. Look ahead in our WOGO sports calendar. Named the Kelm Law Firm Defensive Player of the Game. A lot of reasons to stick around for that post-game show. A little bit of a bobbled handoff. Left side of the line. Cut down shy of midfield. Clock continuing to wind.
Go again.
Hudson leading Menominee, shutting out Menominee 20-0 in the 4th quarter.
Both of those teams 2-0 against the Valley rivals.
Hudson coach Adam Cowell's off to a strong start once again. Menominee was up in the state rankings in Division III. See if this loss hurts them. They've got Rice Lake at Rice Lake next week. Quarterback keeper left side, Hitty across midfield, and should be enough to move the chains for Chi-High. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics, or for New Richmond rather. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their team of highly trained sports medicine, orthopedic surgeons, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game in Altoona and Chippewa Falls with a new clinic and surgery center in Rice Lake. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'll also look around the BRC in our post-game show and see what other scores we can tally for you. Rice Lake was leading Marshfield at last check. Spash up on Eau Claire Memorial. I guess those both Wisconsin Valley conferences now. Still odd to think as the knee taken that Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North are both no longer in the Big Rivers Conference. Under a minute to play. We're on WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls.
That should do it as they're going to be kneeling out, so.
The River Country Co-op is proud to support our community. Download the River Country Co-op app for savings. Remember to gas up at the River Country Co-op Spirit Pump on River Street in Chippewa Falls, where a percentage of every sale goes towards McDonald or Chi-High athletics. One final knee should do it, as New Richmond will move to 3-0 on the season. Chi-High will fall to 1-2. The Tigers 1-0 in Big Rivers Conference play. Chi-High 0-1. Again, just getting started with the games that really matter in terms of conference positioning. Chi-High, a tough one here on the road at New Richmond. We'll break it all down for you coming up in the Postgame show, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Quality service at affordable prices for commercial, home, and auto glass. Visit postglassandmirror.com. We'll step out, be back in 3.5 minutes as the clock hits 000 is our final score. New Richmond 42, Chi-High 14. We're back after this on WOGO Sports. This is Chi-High Football.
Choosing the right banking partner for your business is an important decision. Royal Credit Union supports your business needs now and into the future with flexible checking account options and digital tools to help streamline your business operations. Royal also helps take your business further with treasury management services, including ACH, sweeps, and positive pay. Choose Royal Credit Union for business checking. Get started at rcu.org/Royal Choice. Insured by NCUA.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique,
which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's a plumber.
Not all heroes wear capes. In fact, some of them show up in a work shirt from Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Because when you have an older home, maybe with tight crawl spaces or hard-to-reach pipes, plumbing problems can be a huge source of stress. And you need a company that's unafraid to get their hands dirty and get the job done. So call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Free estimates. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
We welcome you into the Post Glass Postgame Show, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Post Glass and Mirror for commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model. Call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. PostGlassandMirror.com. Alan Dunham down on the sideline. We'll be chatting with head coach Chuck Rakovich as soon as he's available. 42-14 final score here. Chi-High trailing 14-7 at the break here on the road to New Richmond. Cards received the second half kickoff, but 2 straight fumbles, 2 straight touchdowns for New Richmond really turned the tide in this game, Dave Check. And again, you were looking at a legitimate chance the way you moved the ball, especially in that second quarter. You had a chance to tie the game right before halftime, weren't able to do it, weren't able to capitalize on a field goal opportunity, and then you thought, again, we have a chance to tie it up at 14. They were moving the line of scrimmage, but turnovers have been the chief Achilles heel for this Cardinals team so far in the 1-2 start to the season.
Yeah, and I think sort of the surprise was at the end of the second half when they were beating us two turnovers, big plays to 1, and we were only down 1 touchdown. You know, really a good sign for the Cardinals that they were moving the ball well. But, you know going in against this New Richmond team that you have to play perfect to beat this team, and the Cardinals didn't come close to that tonight. Did a lot of good things moving the ball, but New Richmond's going to move the ball on you. No matter who you are in the Big Rivers Conference. And the question is whether you could move it back and hang on to the ball. We didn't hang on to the ball.
Again, certainly difficult for Chi-High in the middle of the game, losing Talon Schiltz, their junior quarterback. Evan Weiler certainly came in and acquitted himself well in a quick change situation too. But again, the very first play when Weiler came in and just a miss toss to Tyler Banky, and you don't look to point fingers, just saying it was a fumble, and the ball goes New Richmond's way. They capitalize on it. Another big carry by Colin Clary looked like it was going to put Chi-High in business in New Richmond territory and plus territory with a first down. The ball's punched loose at the end. New Richmond capitalizes on that with 7 points as well, and just such a massive swing very, very early on in that third quarter really put Chi-High back against the ropes.
Yeah, injuries are often a huge part of the game, and of course they lost Wittick, and for us to lose Schiltz, that was a big part of the game. Again, I'd love to see Weiler have a full game and throw the ball, because I think he's a talented quarterback, and I think he can, really throw the ball well, and I'd like to see a 2-minute offense out of him just to see what he can do back there. But you put him in a really bad position in a tight spot where neither of those kids are used to that handoff with each other in game speed situation, and it's the same thing that happened for New Richmond, and they're a very good team, and they came out and didn't do much, as soon as they lost their number 1 guy.
Well, Coach Rakovich again will be joining Alan when available here on the Post Glass Postgame Show, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. While we have a moment, let's name our Kelm Law Firm Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by attorney Carrie Kelm. For the best defense off the field, contact Kelm Law Firm in Chippewa Falls, 715-210-8699. Kelm Law Firm in Chippewa Falls. Anybody particularly jump off the page here?
Well, I think so, but unfortunately, we didn't have any turnovers. We didn't have any, big play sacks or anything like that. I think the only thing that sticks out at me is that Gavin Schiltz made a couple of big stops, a couple of big plays, knocked down that big pass that I think was either a 3rd or 4th down pass. So I'd have to say Gavin Schiltz, we heard his name a couple of times tonight in big plays.
Again, our Kelm Law Firm Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by attorney Carrie Kelm. For the best defense off the field, contact Kelm Law Firm in Chippewa Falls at 715-210-8699. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham with you. Post Glass Postgame Show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. 42-14, Chi-High falls on the road in the Big Rivers Conference opener here at New Richmond. A lot coming up, and not just on Friday nights here on WOGO Sports on the radio and live video streaming for football exclusively on our WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and on our Facebook page as well for volleyball. And great to get a chance to see both Chi-High and McDonough volleyball so far here in the fall. You can check out those match replays, WOGO Sports on YouTube. But we'll have Chi-High, not their home opener. They knocked off Memorial in 4 sets, 3-1 yesterday, but they'll be taking on a strong non-conference opponent in Spash, Stevens Point, coming to town on Tuesday. And Mark Halverson will have that call here again exclusively on the WOGO Sports live video stream. Down on the field now with Allen and head coach Chuck Rakovich.
Hey, Coach, thank you for taking some time to talk to us. I see, usually we get a chance to talk to you before you talk to the team, but this time the other way around. What would you say to the team tonight after that loss?
Well, it's just a very good reminder of the Stevens Point game. The Point game, what was it, 14, whatever, 7 at halftime, whatever it was. Close, one touchdown, one score game. Right before half, we should have scored here. We could have went in at half with a lead, which would have made the whole game different. And we come out the second half, and it was mistake, turnovers, over and over and over.
Yeah, you just have that one kind of high snap that led to Talon having to run outside. And, unfortunately, gets injured. Those things happen. New quarterback comes in, which he seemed really well prepared to run the offense. But just, unfortunate fumble, like you said, and then kind of the wheels fell off. Great individual game by many guys like Jalen Smith had a great game. What's it like, coaching him, seeing him play varsity these last 3 years?
Oh, he gets better and better every snap. And I told him that after the game. I said, Jalen, you get better every day. And he does, but let's not surprise ourselves or lie to ourselves. This is an individual game. This is a team game, and you can have a whole bunch of guys that look really good, but if the whole team doesn't, you're going to have things like this happen.
Now, I know in the pregame show you're talking about how it's a young team. You're growing almost every practice. You can see them growing. What do you want to see the jump make from this week? Now, I think you got River Falls coming in next week. What do you hope to see the improvement for next week?
I want to see them play a whole game, not just one half.
Hey, Coach, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, head coach Chuck Rakovich and Alan Dunham. Coach Rako always so gracious with his time here on the Postgame show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. They're now hiring for auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. Join the team today. Click on careers at postglassandmirror.com. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back with your stats. We have highlights coming up as well, and a look at our WOGO sports calendar. Back in 2 minutes, Chi-High football falls on the road to New Richmond. This is the Post Glass Postgame show on WOGO Sports.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Choice and Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Choice and Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Choice and Ford.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
When it comes to indoor comfort, Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier factory authorized dealer, has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate. And Carrier energy-efficient systems can help reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For peace of mind and complete comfort, turn to the experts, Kurth Heating and Cooling.
Metropolis Resort is turning 20, and we're celebrating all summer long. Special park deals, hotel deals, weekly giveaways, and one epic grand prize you won't believe. We're giving away a car. Learn more about our 20-year celebration at metropolisresort.com and help us celebrate 20 years in the Chippewa Valley all summer long.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Postgame show brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check with you. We'll take a look at the stats in a moment. A few other scores that we are finding via Twitter. River Falls knocking off Superior 48-20, and the Wildcats, of course, Chi High's opponent next week for Veterans Night back at home at DeRay Field, and the Wildcats certainly looking like they want to make a play along with Hudson and New Richmond in that top tier of the Big Rivers Conference. Stevens Point was leading Eau Claire Memorial 28-14 at last check. Thanks to Chad Holmes on Twitter. Wausau West has come back against Eau Claire North 21-14 at last juncture there. Rice Lake did defeat Marshfield 30-16 the final, thanks to Travis Nias for that score. And Hudson in the fourth quarter was leading Menominee, blanking Menominee 20-0. Stat-wise, we went over a lot of things at the half, maybe a little bit more even at that point. Certainly the balance tilted New Richmond's way, Dave Check, and especially because of those turnovers.
Yeah, we definitely got hurt by the turnovers and hurt by the big plays. But Cardinals passing were 3 for 5 for the night, 38 yards total. Most of that was the 32 yards in the second half. That was actually Weiler was the quarterback on that one. As far as rushing is concerned, Talon Schultz winds up 8 carries for 31 yards. Jalen Smith led the team, 13 carries, 105 yards. Luke Zenner, 7 carries, 29 yards. Colin Clary, 2 for 17. Tyler Benke, 11 for 71. And then you have a couple of the players rounding it out, not with any positive yardage, but as a team, Cardinals 46 carries for 238 yards, a 5.17 clip. That's enough to get it done if you can hang on to the ball and have those 17 carry drives. And then, of course, receiving, it was all Jalen Smith, 3 of the catches for 38 yards. Defensively, though, the Cardinals gave up 52 yards of passing. And rushing-wise, New Richmond had 29 carries for 373 yards for a 12.86 clip. Total yardage winds up with the Cardinals at 276. Again, pretty healthy against this New Richmond team. Nothing wrong with the offensive movement tonight. 425 yards, though, for New Richmond. Just a juggernaut on offense.
Again, they came into the game averaging well over 10 yards per carry and nearly 13 yards per carry. And Chi High went toe-to-toe in the first half with this New Richmond team and a Tigers team that I think is as good as advertised. When you see them in person, they pass the eye test. But as Coach Rajkovic mentioned, there's just a lot of things that could have turned this game in a different direction, made it more competitive than that final 42-14 score shows. And we certainly point a finger at those turnovers, that 14-point swing early on in the third quarter. But Coach Rajkovic taking us back even further than that and saying we should have scored at the end of the half, had a chance to tie or take the lead there going into halftime, and that changes the complexion of things mightily.
Yeah, and Coach Rajkovic has certainly played enough games to know exactly what momentum means and what you need. And, you know, I was talking to Coach Rajkovic before the game about this. If this team is in this game in the fourth quarter and has the confidence, you know they can put together a 17-play drive and win this.
Yeah.
But with New Richmond being a better team, a solid team, a team that you would think would win this game as long as they do what they have to do, if a couple of things go wrong early, it's just a matter of how long can you hang with that team and keep it a 7-point game. And the Cardinals did pretty good, you know, until we had a couple of bad bounces, a couple that we put on ourselves with the turnovers. And at that point in time, it's over. The good team's running downhill from that point.
We'll look ahead to our WOGO sports calendar and bring you the second half highlights as we finish up the Postglass and Mirror postgame show brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. 2 minutes, and we'll put a bow on this one. Back after this on WOGO Sports.
Grow your savings with Royal Credit Union's great certificate rates. Choose a 4.10% APY 12-month certificate or a 3.75% APY 9-month certificate. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open a certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate-saver. APY equals annual percentage yield. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 7/28/25. Insured by NCUA.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Welcome back. Postglass Postgame Show here on WOGO, brought to you by Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls for commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model. Call Postglass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. That's postglassandmirror.com. Couple highlights from the second half. Let's hear how it sounded on WOGO Sports. You look at the amount of points they score, 48.5 average coming into this game, and you put a lot of focus on the offense and Whittick and Stelright, but this defense is playing very well for Coach Larson. The crisscross and loose, and look out, 40, 35, 30, down the sideline, foot race to the end zone, touchdown, Chippewa Falls.
Is that Jalen Smith adding to his all-purpose yardage?
Jalen's do so at DeRay. Of course, the miracle minute. 1st and 10 from the 28. Weiler back to pass. Rainbows deep down the right side. Got a man open. Oh, a diving catch.
What
at the
a
40-yard
catch.
line. Jalen Smith,
Wow.
the acrobat juggling, hauls it in. What a pitch and catch from Weiler to Smith.
Put it on him. Jalen Smith was able to tip it back to himself. What a catch.
Yeah, if you saw that, there's a linebacker bearing right down on Evan. He just had to chuck it up there. A great play by Smith to tip it up, as you said, and fantastic catch and then get pushed out of bounds.
32-yard pitch and catch.
Always some exciting moments for Chi-Hi football here on WOGO Sports. As we put a bow on this one, we'll look ahead at our WOGO Sports calendar. Again, football and volleyball fall sports here on WOGO, exclusively on the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. Tuesday night, Chippewa Falls Lady Cardinals volleyball under the direction of head coach Luke Heidke-Starks, off to a really solid start so far. They won their home opener against Eau Claire Memorial earlier this week, 3-1. They'll take on Stevens Point non-conference action, 5:55 p.m. exclusively again on the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed when that one goes live. So that'll be on the 9th. On Saturday the 13th, McDonald with the Invitational. They'll take on a number of teams at Stephen Deb Raceler Gymnasium inside McDonald Central High School in Chippewa Falls. So that'll be on Saturday starting early in the morning at 8:40 a.m. 2 football broadcasts for you next week as well. On Thursday the 11th, I'll be on the call. Chippewa Falls McDonald hosting Owen Withee and taking a night off, traveling on Friday the 12th. And so Halvo, Mark Halverson, will be on the call next Friday night as Chi-Hi Veterans Night at home at DeRay against River Falls. Dave Check, appreciate you making the trip out here. Chi-Hi again. Some sparks, but waiting for those to be fanned into flame as we go throughout this season.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Some things that the Cardinals can learn from, and it's going to be a tough Big River slate this year. Good idea on where they sit. Obviously, that's not on the top of the Big Rivers, but that doesn't mean they can't compete and try to make a playoff spot.
Looking forward to seeing the growth and progression of this young team all throughout this season. You can check out the podcast later on tonight at WOGO.com, but watch and listen to the replays of all of our Chi-Hi McDonald Athletics broadcasts, WOGO Sports on YouTube. Thank you to Gavin Bovey, keeping things running smoothly at the WOGO home base in Halley, and Sam Aberley, our on-site video producer and video engineer here on site at New Richmond. For Alan Dunham and Dave Check, I'm Caleb Swenson saying good night from New Richmond High School. Once again, your final score in the Big Rivers Conference opener, the New Richmond Tigers 42, your Chippewa Falls Cardinals 14. This has been Chi-Hi Football on WOGO Sports. Good night from New Richmond.
WOGO, your sports station.
Chi-Hi Football on WOGO has been brought to you by the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Royal Credit Union, Wynn Family Dentistry, Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, Nicolay Bank, Ashley Construction, Weersgala Plumbing and Heating, Stelter Incorporated, Kelm Law Firm, Wisconsin Surplus Online Auctions, Choice and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Kurth Heating and Cooling, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Brenizer Realtors, Mauer Sperry Insurance, Quality Propane, Metropolis Resort and Action City, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Northwestern Bank, and Check Law Firm. Thanks for listening to Chi-Hi Cardinals football on WOGO Sports.